Yo, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. We're back here again with the AGP crew, the AGP fam, man. We've been gone for like 2 years, it felt like. We got some rest. We re-energize our body. We back again for some great topics, some great conversations, some great laughs, some great arguments, just some good old times, man. How you guys doing, man? How was your holidays? I ain't seen y'all guys since last year, man. It's been a whole
It's
Yes.
been so long, you know.
time, man. Everybody good? How was y'all holidays? Everything's everything?
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
everything was good.
Everything.
Man, we got a lot to discuss, man. I
Good.
can't believe my homegirl Betty White is out of here. We ain't talking about the white people this time. We're really talking about Betty White. So let's discuss this. Let's get back to it. Yeah, man. We're here again. Another good day, good time. Uh, Families, we're back. One more for the road. T, what's going on with you? How
What's
was
up? What's up? What's up? Seems like forever since I've seen you guys. I'm so excited to be here. A little bummed, because I haven't seen y'all in a while, but hey, we back. We
we
getting it
back?
in.
We back. Back. I hope everybody was having a great holiday, man. How the holiday, everybody got what they want for Christmas, and the New Year's came in with good resolutions and all that good stuff.
Man, these kids ain't never satisfied, man. They ready for the next gifts and looking for the next thing. And Christmas, as soon as it was gone, it was another bill, something else needed. Man, I'm just happy holidays are over. We can get back to our normal scheduled program.
Yeah,
But
man.
I did. I got to, be around the family, enjoyed myself, good times.
My homeboy told me them kids are like hoes. They ain't loyal.
Man, bump them kids, man.
Ouch.
Bump them kids, man.
Whoever give them the best gift, that's who they love. Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, listen, man, it's another day, it's another year. And as y'all been highly anticipating my weather report because I know y'all miss it.
I've been waiting
So,
too, man. I've been
oh
waiting.
man, listen, man, this weather report is sponsored by the Anything Goes podcast, man, and company.
You got an official tagline. What?
Hey, listen, man, I'm telling you,
I
man.
love it.
Love it, love it.
So let me listen. Let me tell you the weather report, man. But I'm not even going to give temperatures and anything. I'm just going to let you know it's cold. It's cold. Hey, wear a jacket. Don't act like you white, because that ain't right.
I thought it was summer. Good thing. It's a good thing you here, because I was gonna go outside without my jacket.
Oh man, yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
everything is good, man.
Everything is good with your family.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoy Christmas. You know,
Everything ain't complaining. Not yet. It's too early in the year to complain. I'll ask me that next month, and I'll give you. You might get a different answer, but right now I'm okay.
I hope they ain't gave you dad gifts. They give you socks and stuff like that. That's the annual dad gift for Christmas, Father's Day. You get socks,
No.
socks
Yes,
and a
sir.
kerchief and a tie to wear to church. I ain't been to church in years. What I need a tie to go to church for?
Tie is nice. Just
Yeah,
in case, just in
just in
case.
case you want to go to church, Daddy. Okay, whatever. Lola B, what's going on with you?
Hi. Happy Tuesday. Let me see. I'm excited because I missed y'all. That week off, I ain't know how to act. I ain't know what to do with myself on Tuesday and Thursday. I was like, what is life without the show?
Exactly.
It was rough out there. It was rough. It was
Yeah.
rough.
I was like, I'm gonna just put my shirt on today anyway.
Put your shirt on and sit around the computer.
Yeah.
Surf the net. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. All right, short measle. What's going on, my measle?
Yeah, man. Living and loving life. 2022, we here. Uh, Ready to just have some good discussion, kick back, chill. try to be polite to the people. I guess I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, keep
I
that
don't
up.
want
Keep
to. I don't want to call anybody dumb because just because they are doesn't mean I should call them dumb. So I'm gonna try to avoid that.
that.
You,
But no,
come, you, come,
Short
you
man got
coming in with
resolution.
a positive outlook. I like it. I
a
like it.
very positive outlook. Just because you're dumb, I shouldn't call you that. Positive outlook. I'm just gonna look at you like you're stupid instead. That's okay. Positive outlook.
We don't call them dumb. We don't call them low IQ'd.
We're gonna call them low information consumers.
Yeah,
Low
al-
information consumer.
al-
Somewhere around there.
alternative factual answers acceptors. That's what we're gonna call.
Yeah. Alternative thinking people.
Yeah, weirdos for short.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely weirdos.
Family, everybody
Different kind of weirdos.
enjoy the holiday. The family, everybody was excited. Everybody was
Yeah,
good.
it was good, man. Just chill. Had a bunch of time. I don't want to say I was off for like 3 weeks, but that's okay. Nobody heard that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
just having a good time, man. Relaxing, kicking back. Not really kicking back, but can't say what I was really doing because that's giving away the game. But anyway,
Game.
can't give away the game. But yeah,
You say the game is to be sold, not told.
that's right. I was doing stuff. I had a good time. I was in my zone, in my element. So yeah, it was good. Family was good. Everybody's still good. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Dre, big up yourself. Everybody out there that's watching, big up yourself too. Happy New Year. We back with the podcast again, kicking off January.
Dreyo,
Great
I see
time.
you out there.
Dre, what's going on with you?
Hi y'all, happy Tuesday. I'm happy to be. I was like, why can't we just come back on? I was texting Sean like, why we just can't come back on? I don't know what to do. I'm just lost. Okay.
Try to give people some time with their family, some family time.
Yes, family time. Yes. My holidays was very nice, relaxed. My kids is older, so it's not as exciting, but
yeah, it was.
No, that's okay. It was exciting because they grown. We can
Yeah.
chill. We can all chill.
The most exciting part. Give them socks now. Here.
We can all chill. Hey,
socks,
Yeah.
here you go.
nobody needs socks. All you
Socks.
give them cash and it's good. Nobody needs socks.
Gift cards. That's
Give them
it.
cash and it's good.
Yeah, but
Always,
everything was
always,
nice.
always.
I'm happy to be here with the family again, the team in
Definitely.
the building.
Glad we back with everybody again. Glad everybody is back together. It's a good day. Yeah, man.
The band is back, y'all.
Band is back in full effect. Betty White died, man. A couple days before she hit the 100, man. That made me sad just to feel like, she was only days away from hitting the century.
Mm-hmm.
And I had numerous. I have for me personally, I have a few people in my family on both. My father's side, both his mother and his father's side that have hit the century. So I'm hoping that pass on in the genes down to me. But it just made you kind of like, wow, she had money, she had everything, so she could preserve her health a little bit. But I heard she had a stroke like a couple of days before it happened too. So I guess
Yeah.
Listen, she saw something in this year that she didn't want to deal with, and she was like, "I'm good, love, enjoy."
Yeah, I know. She was like, "Well, I had my fill.
Yep.
Y'all
She
gonna go
lived
crazy
life.
in 2022. I just don't want to be here with you guys no more. I'm gonna go tell some jokes in heaven.
She definitely lived her life,
Yeah, she went to go tell some jokes in heaven. She good.
And I heard that have it like for older people, they like if they get a stroke, it's like a kind of like a car accident or something like that. They said like it's hard on them, so they can't, But she was. I've never heard nothing bad about her. She loved everybody. Everybody loved her. She's hilarious. She was hilarious. Everybody loved Betty White.
Yeah, man.
Everybody loved her.
Betty White is adorable.
She was real. She kept it real, like no matter what. And that was one thing I really appreciated about her. She was funny, but she kept it real. Like she ain't let the color of her skin, you know what I mean, dictate how she was supposed to feel. She knew right from right, wrong from wrong. And she stood up for us a lot. You know what I mean? She She really did. You know, she was down with us. So I
I
appreciated that about
She
her.
was down for the cause.
It
definitely.
wasn't like you know a photo op or you know adopting a child. You know, like she was
Yeah,
like legit down. You know what I mean? She attended events. She spoke up. You know, she did a lot of stuff too. So I
that
appreciate her
donated
for that.
money, all that
And to
good stuff.
top it off, she was funny as I don't know.
Man,
That just made it that much better.
I was watching her last skits on Saturday Night Live when she was like, uh, they put in a petition for her to be on the show. So she's like, I heard y'all put in a petition on this thing called Facebook. I don't know what that mess is. And she's like, I went and checked it out, and that's a waste of time. That's a waste. So, you know. And then Bob Saget kicked the bucket.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy had
That's
some jokes,
another one.
man.
I
Man,
I I love. I used to watch Full House. A lot of people
definitely. I
be
used to
like,
watch
"Oh,
Full
I."
House. Yeah, I used to watch
Everybody
Full
gonna say
House.
they watch
I
something.
used to
No,
watch Full House.
I
Yeah, I
watch
watched
Full
Full
I
House.
House.
think, I
Hey,
think, yeah, it's a younger
I even
thing.
I recently had a recap of Full House because my kids got into it. It apparently came back on, and they were watching it like it was something new, you know.
well, they do have a newer version to it called Fuller House.
Yeah, no, not the Fuller
No,
House though. They
my
was
Oh,
baby
okay,
watching
first
okay.
was Full House,
actual.
then went
They
to
were
Full
actually watching
Yeah,
Full House. I think like Disney or one of the channels was playing it like regularly. You know what I mean? So my daughter just knew she had a new show. She was upset when I had to tell her about it.
hi, Michelle. Hi,
And
people.
then America's what is it? America's Funniest Home Videos.
Home videos.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that was huge.
yeah, man.
Hmm.
That's rough, man. To see, you know, to me, this kind of makes me feel. It kind of checks my mortality. Makes me realize that life is short, real short, and no matter how much money you have or how much time you think you have, you never know when it's your
You never
time, man.
know
You
when
just
it's your
don't.
time. That's why you
At
gotta enjoy
all.
life to the fullest and
That's for
Hmm.
breathe
sure.
good out energy to the world.
You,
This
you
last
truly
week,
have to realize every single breath you take is really a blessing. I think that's like
That's
one of the biggest blessings we take for granted. You know, like is
um,
just breathing. Like
just
you're
remember
blessed just to do that.
the ones that you love, tell them you love them. Don't wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
wait.
So,
Tell them you love them
Definitely.
now. And
you know that dude
don't be
last
at church crying. Tell them you love them now. Show them you love
his
them
Hmm.
now.
last text was his last tweet was, I found my new voice, and I'm about to something like that, and I'm about to start using it.
hmm
And that was right before he died. And I'm like, man. So you know,
Wow.
he had no intention of kicking it, but he had nothing.
yeah.
Right.
You know,
He was looking forward
yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
And like you said, for me, when I see stuff like that, man, especially you like, man, people, we got to go and check ourselves out when if we feel anything or
definitely.
sometimes you're home and you're like you overlook something when you should be going to the doctor. You got to go there and check, man, because like something that's can be fixed, and the next thing you
Yeah,
know, you're gone. So
Yeah.
like you said, it definitely checks the mortality, man. It's like some point you have hope. You look at Betty White and you're like, man, I could live to see 100. And then you look at somebody like, you know, dies at 60, 65, and you're like,
And
man,
that that's a young dude
Hmm.
still, man.
yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
John Madden kicked the bucket too. John Madden.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not a big football fan anymore, so
Yeah.
I didn't even register
I
to
ain't
me.
really play that game anyway,
Yeah,
but he was huge. He was
He was
to a
a
lot of
big
people, he was an
icon,
icon to a lot of
icon,
people.
an
definitely.
So
icon in the
in the
football.
football world, so definitely,
Fabian, big up yourself, yo.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. It's just sad.
yeah, but
It's just sad to see that type of stuff, man. You know, it just we
Hmm.
know death is it's for everybody. You know, you ain't gonna miss that. But when you see it happen to people so early, because you know, especially nowadays when technology is so great. Razor saying that we need to go check ourselves out. I tell y'all a story of me one time, man, and I preach this to Razor all the time and to a lot of other my friends. Like, when I had weight on me, I remember I was sitting at the house one time and I thought I was having a heart attack. And I was so scared to go face the fact of having a heart attack. I sat at the house and I could have died if I was having a heart attack. It was gas at the end of the day, but it was, I thought it was you know, because when I went to the
Thank God for
but it
gas.
That
feels
gas
like
could
it
be
because
serious though.
it
yeah,
That
feels
gas
like it
could be
because
something serious
it
though.
tightens. Yes.
when I got there,
Especially when it get trapped
I'm
in the
telling
wrong place.
the symptoms that I'm telling him, he immediately grabbed somebody from the back, put me, and they took me to the back immediately. He ain't even, he ain't even bother to take, they take your temperature and all that. He
No.
ain't do none of that. He was like, sit down, let's go. Put me to the back, pull up the EKG machine. They start taking blood to see if anything was going on and start doing all the peculiars. And he came back and he was like, yo, you know, um, we don't see anything's wrong with you. And he said, I think you might have a case of the Geezies.
I mean, he was telling you it was FOS, huh?
Yeah, he had me feeling nervous when he put pressure to the back. I'm like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
oh Lord,
Over.
yeah. But
Yeah.
but
But thankfully, it was
Thank God.
everything
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
better,
Only
better to
gas.
be safe than sorry, you know.
right.
definitely. So
Mhm.
ever since that, I ain't been scared again since, man. If my pinky nails start hurting, I go to the hospital. I go to emergency. I don't play with them. They
You
be
know,
like,
my pinky hurt. My
you're
pinky.
like your pinky nail, man.
Yes, right here.
They're gonna have you waiting like I was. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait,
they,
don't y'all see me? I'm dying.
I,
My
uh,
pinky.
I found out that I had panic attacks, man. So I thought,
Mhm.
once again, I thought I was having some issues with my heart because I felt like my heart was
Those are
beating fast.
serious.
Yeah,
And
panic attacks are
yeah,
horrible, man.
I was
Yeah, they are.
I
Very
They
have
aren't
horrible.
no
not had one,
joke.
but I've seen my
and have
friend
no
who had
clue that I was
I've
having
had them.
attacks.
I mean, sometimes you don't even know why you're having them. Sometimes because it's
Yeah,
like nothing is
yeah.
really happening. I'm overreacting to what?
It's what you put in the back
Yeah,
of your
it's like
mind.
what am I
It's just
reacting to right now?
So
confessions of an overthinker. We get those a lot.
yeah, man, it's rough. Rough. Especially in the days where you see people just dropping left and right.
Yeah.
So you just everything that happens to you, your immediate action is to think that, you know, something bad. Like, I was sneezing the other day and I was like, Rona?
Yes, you.
Yeah. I ain't know. I
Man,
wasn't sure.
It was
Cause she going
serious
on
though.
like, she running the city all over again. So I
Exactly.
wasn't sure.
It's terrible. You be like, sure, you be like,
looking around.
You don't want to
you be like,
call.
give me a cookie, give me a cookie, give me.
You
Okay, I
feel
got
that?
my.
Don't let you get that tickle in the back of your throat.
Oh man, you feel something,
Because I
right?
get it. I have allergies, and I get that little tickle, boy. And I just one time I was crying trying to hold it and went running out. I just didn't want to be around people and cough at the same time. And just no.
Crazy
People
thing,
be
you
looking
ever
like,
be in a store with like in a close proximity with people and you want to sneeze or cough and you holding it and because they about to look at you funny, so you like
Yes. The tears be coming out your eyes. You like
as soon as you bust that door, you be like,
Everything all at once.
yeah, and, it's all crazy to me, man. Hey, people out there, if you haven't hit like yet, please hit like, share on your social media platform, share with your friends, send it out in a text message to your friend, man. Let's keep a conversation going and let's have some good times on here, man. This is genuinely something that we enjoy doing. It's a positive thing for us and our community. So we're trying to build a strong you call like a strong domain so we can be here to answer questions and talk about what's going on in our community at any time. And then on Thursdays we get ratchets and send y'all straight to hell. But for now, we just chill.
we save a lot of relationships on
Yeah, we
Thursday.
do. So y'all saw the news this morning that me and OG was talking about this morning. They was doing a pig heart. They put a pig's heart in a man's body.
Yep.
Science has evolved so crazy that these dudes put a pig heart, modified.
They've been working on it for years. I mean, way back,
they've
long
done
time ago. I heard
valves.
about
A lot
it.
a lot of people have like pig valves and cow valves are like just part of it. But I think this is the full heart
Yeah,
for the
this is the
first
full
time.
heart. Yeah.
I mean, I got a question. I got a question though.
They
What,
put
what if
it
you're a
in.
vegetarian? Are you gonna take the heart?
I was about to say Rastaman can't do that.
Hey, if you don't eat pork, I mean, whatever it is, you don't eat pork. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Rastaman can't do that.
I
Motherfucker
am not
dead.
eating
Listen,
it.
hey,
I mean,
hey,
They gonna
you
wait.
be
They gonna wait for
surprised,
that. They gonna wait for that. They gonna get a beef heart. I mean,
I don't even eat beef, so what I'm gonna do?
Like if you
You want
get a,
fish out. Rastaman, fish out.
but if you do, like, would you sweat a lot? Because
Make mine salmon, please.
they sweat on the inside though, Cherie.
Sweating like a pig.
Pig sweat on the inside of their body, not on the outside.
Come through their skin.
If you
So,
if you
if you a sweater, you might want it might help.
No, it wouldn't work for me if I was a sweater. I'm a sweater anyway.
Rastaman, you want a what? A fish out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary.
Hey, I want to hear a song about this.
What's up, Gary? What's up, Sunday?
Sunday.
Gary.
One family.
Sunday on Facebook, y'all be. It's 2022, bro. You need to be here. Okay, he's here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You on that Facebook stuff this year.
Hey, look.
I'm calling y'all
You're
out.
showing your age, short man. You're showing your age.
Yeah,
You
know what I find crazy is that if it was gonna save people's life, they'll take the pig heart without questions, but then question science when it comes to anything else, like vaccine. So I think
like other stuff that can save your life too, dummies.
Like the other stuff, yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like there's certain religions where, like, I've seen people, literally try to convince people, but it was life and death situation, and they don't do, certain things. They don't allow certain things in their body. So there's people who will refuse it, but for the most part, everybody's they're gonna sign me up.
I mean,
it's easier to get a pig heart than it is to get a human heart.
I mean, the same people that refuse the pig or that take the pig heart will refuse that and refuse and take some pills. Refuse that, take some pills for the same thing.
Hey, it's funny. I saw people saying, "I won't take this, but take some horse medicine," and people taking the stuff that you put in your fish tank to cure the kid. I was like, yo, I got some of that.
Make it make sense.
That pill.
People will try different things.
Tank razor to clean the tank. People was actually taking that and dying from it because they heard that was something that they could take, but they ain't taking the vaccine.
Yeah, but guess what though? Now, remember last year when I put that thought out there, I was ahead of my time. Now hospitals are doing it, saying, "Well, we can't necessarily take care of you because you don't have a chance."
Oh, we know that was coming.
I
saw that coming a mile away.
Now it's like, well, you may not make it, so we got to take care of this guy that we know have a chance. Because we overflowing right now, man. We're up to the brim.
We back like when I first got back from Jamaica and was in the in Miami airport and people hey, waving at don't wave at her. I'm telling myself, don't wave at these people.
We hit 750K today, y'all.
Might wave the road at you, boy.
Today. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, hey, let's switch up subject real quick. Let's talk about y'all homeboy Jaheim. We all know that Jaheim loves to put his woman first, but now he wants to put his woman on the back burner and battle Usher in a versus. I'm saying Jaheim for the win.
Why?
You saying what?
Man,
you said what?
I must be on drugs or something.
I was gonna say, did you eat one of them fish pellets?
You probably on medication. Remember,
he bumped his head.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think Jaheim bumped his head. Or that woman been putting him lats. I don't know what's going on. Out of his mind.
First of all,
that's not a good matchup at all.
I don't know why he will think in his vegetarian mind. I think too many vegetables.
It is infinite wisdom. It's too smart.
Because
he got some new songs he about to drop on y'all.
Ain't no way.
Okay.
I think it's more of a benefit. It's more of a benefit to him, and he think that
exactly
publicity. And
I think I would beat him in a versus.
he needed. I agree with you, Razor. He needed to find someone of high caliber because if it was someone who would literally go against him, it would be a weak versus. But if you have someone big time like Usher,
Dylan.
And that don't mean
Usher better not even accept that challenge right there.
Yeah, that ain't nobody stand up to
I
that.
still think Usher and Chris Brown need to go against each other. They
probably should. That
would be an amazing verse.
I mean, it would be good. The student and the teacher.
I'm going with Chris Breezy.
I agree.
Usher is a teacher, obviously.
I like
sometimes student pass the teacher. It's okay.
I like Usher because he from back in the day.
I was still picking.
He gonna take Valtrex before he come.
It was. See
gonna
now.
take Valtrex before he come.
You see now.
What's going on here?
At least. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Short man is being positive in 2022. So I'm gonna say at least he went to the doctor and got checked and is taking something. Because there's a lot of them out here that are still
a bumpy road.
Talking about his razor bumps. You know what I mean? Oh, I shaved down there. They talking about they shaved down there and got a whole afro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know what Jaheim. I don't think this dude is on. I don't think it's a vegetarian diet at all. I think
no. I think he's
that
past
white powder
that.
diet.
Yeah, he's past that.
I definitely think it's that white powder.
It's past that because the stuff that he posts and the stuff that he be doing is
he looks.
Yeah. Look like you in love with the.
Definitely put that woman first.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's not normal. That's not.
He got white tendencies.
Yeah, and it ain't very white.
Very white. White lines.
Wow.
Hey, y'all see in the news that Maya Angelou is going to be on a 25-cent piece.
It's already on there. I saw the coin.
Yeah,
I saw they put the
I'm
coin.
definitely. If I get one, I'm definitely keeping it.
We need our Rosa Parks. Not Rosa Parks.
We like a Harriet, huh?
Harriet Tubman.
Like a Harriet on there, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, y'all need to hurry up and run that.
The so-called president that told you wasn't racist, stopped that from happening purposely because it offended his constituent.
Why do we still believe
not racist?
That?
Yeah, but he's not racist.
Believe that?
Yeah, but he's not racist.
He's not.
He just wanted to stop it.
Listen, he just wanted to make America great again.
Me being positive this year does not include them. Okay, let's be clear. Me being positive this year does not extend to them. It does not extend to them.
You got to draw a line somewhere.
I'm going to talk about them positively in the wrong way. Because
remember, they take remember sometimes they take medicine and it makes them turn racist. They make. So remember that
they don't get a pass.
That administration just wanted to be all right.
Hey, what I find crazy is that after January 6th, right? We see what took place January 6th, and then we see that these guys they don't care.
Nope.
And I know that they claim this is politics, right? But do your party trump the country? Do your party trump democracy? Because here's the thing. Like I said the last time we was here, there's a reason why the richest guys in the world spend millions and billions of dollars to get this dude out of office. Because it's one thing for him to give me a tax break. It's another thing for him to be a dictator. So now he owns my money.
Yeah, he want to be an autocrat so bad. He want to be a strong man so bad.
So bad. Yeah, a strong man that can't drink water properly.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, let's dig into this. And I mean, really think about it. Everybody that's running around this last year since the pandemic saying how they want to be free to do whatever they want. Don't they realize that the reason why they can do that is because we are necessarily an open country in that way? But they're all fighting for autocrat. They're all fighting to have a strong man in power. They're looking for, they're all fighting basically to run into Adolf Hitler pretty much. Because, because when Hitler got in, he got in because one guy, got him in there because he said, hey, this is a great guy. I want him to, and he just took over and ran stuff into the ground and killed a bunch of people in the process. So, be careful what you're looking for, guys, with this freedom that you keep talking about.
I know what I'm looking for. I ain't going to say it up here because it could get in trouble. I know I'm not
sticky.
get us in problems.
And that's what I was going to say. Because I was watching a documentary of Hitler, and of course, him in 45 had a lot of similarities.
Well,
Of course.
came in. He's supposed to be a simple guy when he came in. He's supposed to be a regular guy.
It's like
he's a
it's
fake
like he was
autocrat,
a
man.
protege.
He wants to be an autocrat so bad that but his beliefs and how he lives his life is the opposite of that, because he don't know what he's doing. I'm telling you, if you had anybody else would have took the country over, it's because he was too dumb.
But he's a criminal though. He wanted the power because he's a criminal. He wants to keep doing criminal stuff and get away with it. That's all. Not because he cares about anything. He's a criminal.
Yep.
That's usually
he's a criminal. He's always been a criminal.
It's to do whatever they want to
do. He's the one that say, "Hey, you're a snitch."
Man, listen. This the guy. This the guy.
He was calling his attorney.
Hey, listen, exactly. I mean, come on, for real. You call your attorney a snitch? Because listen, this guy, he'll have a house and say the house is worth. Okay, when it's tax time, the house is worth $200,000. But when it's time to get a loan from the bank, the house worth $1.5 million. Come on, man. That's a criminal. That's a straight up crook. That's a crook.
Definitely.
That's a crook.
So I don't believe anything's gonna happen to him.
Oh no.
I don't believe too many people, because they're giving these people 30-day sentences, 16-day sentences. I mean,
no,
can you imagine
they want to be reasonable.
People that ran up on the Capitol. There'll be so much funerals going on right now.
And there'll be a whole list and all our pictures plastered on all the news. Every day you will see our faces, so you can remember the 200, 300 black people that took over the Capitol.
Hey, and all the Karens in the world, would have came out and they would have pointed out everybody that wasn't even at the Capitol. They'd have been like, he was there. Not even there. He was there. He was there. He would have got arrested because they
would have had a memorial of all the graves. Because
a bunch of dead
everybody would be dead. You would know who was there, because there would be a whole memorial of their.
They'd probably come to your house and kill you too.
Nothing but flower bringing. That's it. Nothing but flower bringing. Nothing else. That's it. Slow singing. A whole lot of flowers.
But look at the type of force they used on people that was not being violent.
Walking in the
I thought you meant at the White House. I was about to say force. They forcefully moved those gates out their way.
This the force they use at the Capitol.
They pushed them gates out the way. Let me get that for you.
Hey, you know what's funny though? It's to hear that the guys on the other, the guys that, the news guys was texting saying, like this is crazy. Y'all need to chill out, get out, Oh,
we know that's fake.
But on the news saying crazy stuff, but in the meantime telling them, you guys, come on, man.
Because you can't believe. I say that to y'all all the time. Yeah. You can't think that these dudes really.
They don't believe that. They
don't believe the stuff.
They don't believe it.
It's for money. It's propaganda.
That's
like
it.
Candace Owens. Candace Owens is doing this because she's making money off of
no way she believes any of that crap.
People out like she was using us. She used us to get rich. Remember, she sued and asked the NAACP to represent her. Got all the black people in her corner to represent her, so she know exactly what she's doing. Yeah. And that's what a lot of these. The sad part is the black people that don't realize that's what they're doing and start thinking the same way that they're thinking when they're not even getting anything beneficial out of it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's been bamboozled, a bunch of them anyway, being bamboozled. I mean, people still today saying a bunch of whack stuff about the election, about January 6th. I mean, some of this stuff, it's hard to listen sometimes when they start talking that crazy stuff.
And you hear some of them, because I was asking, they asked a question to a couple of these guys that said, hey, it was a fair election. And they ask some of these guys the same question: would you vote for these guys again? And these guys are thinking like, it depends on who the nominee is. Like if he won again, they would go back in there. I'm like, these people is crazy, man.
It's a. I remember I told you this a long time ago, Ray's. I don't know if you tell me if you remember me telling you this. Watching Bill Maher. Bill Maher said, "Hey, man, it's a strong possibility that Trump will win again because you could never underestimate the stupidity of white people." It's Bill Maher saying this.
That's the truth. It's the truth.
It's a white man saying this.
Facts. It's
very true.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah.
And it's sad that we have to sit here and watch it like it's like a slow train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
We can't stop it. I mean, I feel like I can't. It's like a slow. I feel like I just can't stop it. I got to sit here and watch it. I watched it for the last 4 years. It was a train wreck every single day. Every day was a train wreck. Every single day it was a train wreck.
Because they want to eradicate history and they don't want that to go down in history books. So they try so hard to just whitewash it, just put it behind.
Well, you didn't teacher, some lawmaker was saying teachers should give deference or should be impartial when discussing Nazism and fascism. Impartial? Like really? We should be impartial when discussing crazy? Come on, man. Are you serious? Then he tried to walk it back, obviously, like true politician fashion, try to walk it back. He misspoke. He didn't really mean that. He misspoke. Obviously, it was an accident.
They always
didn't come out of his mouth.
I misspoke.
Didn't come out of his mouth at all.
I didn't mean it.
Cinnamon Boss, we don't want you to stick around for that fresh and fish discussion here in a few, because we don't want to hear your input, because you are already saying that you don't see nothing wrong.
Oh, the algorithm must have picked him up. Let him go. Yeah, whatever. Go.
Yeah, you got
get lost somewhere.
You got so many things that happen, man, that just lead you to believe that ain't nothing gonna happen to these people, ain't nothing is gonna change.
Nope.
We live in America in 2022, still arguing about voting rights, still arguing about the rights for our people to go out there and vote. These dudes passing a law that if somebody give you something to drink in a line, you can get arrested for that. Like, what kind of what is wrong with these people?
None of it makes sense, and it's all in communities of color. And
exactly.
To add to that, there's like 160 something right now people around the country that are trying to get into these positions where if an election goes one way and they don't like it, they can just go in and change it
for another way. Yeah.
How does that work? Can somebody explain that to me? The will of the people to be overturned
by some crazy Betty White person.
Yeah, pretty much. Some anonymous believer or something. Some conspiracy theory person. Some whack job.
Some Ted Cruz little.
That dude, man, I don't even recognize that dude anymore.
Oh my!
At least before, when he first ran for president the first time, I could disagree with him on his policies. Right? But now he sounds like a freaking idiot right now.
He's just doing
like I told you, I didn't want to call him dumb because he was dumb. He's an idiot right now.
Idiot is way too nice.
Yeah.
Way too nice.
I don't even recognize that guy anymore. A guy said your dad was a part of some to try to kill a president. Said your dad was a part of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, your wife ugly.
And your wife's basically a train wreck.
Say what you want to say about my daddy.
Yeah, and
don't
now,
talk about my woman and my mama.
And all of a sudden now you're spewing the same. You're talking the same crazy that this guy is talking now. How does that make sense to me? Please explain that because I am lost.
Say what you want to say about my daddy. Ain't about him, it's cool. But don't talk about my mama and my woman.
Ain't gonna have that.
I mean, what kind of think about how asinine that sound. Your ambition, you care more about politics than going out to get a real job, because politics ain't a real job. It's just about lying and cheating and stealing.
And it's about just
pretty
getting
much.
Rich. It's pretty much about just getting rich.
Yeah,
that's
all. Cheating and lying and stealing.
Yeah, cheating, lying, stealing.
Yeah.
You can raise your kids. You used to get. And my parents owe me an apology. But tell me this nonsense growing me up, beat me and tell me not to lie, steal, and be dishonest. Because
that's the way of the world.
Yeah, that's the way of the world. And
these days, crime is the only thing that is paying these days. It seems like.
Exactly.
I'm not advocating it, but I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
So I'm waiting anytime, parents. But anyway. I don't know, man. Ahmaud Arbery sentencing, man. What y'all feel, man? Y'all feel that they got justice with that? Or
I will take what we got, because in the past we have gotten zero, zilch, nil, nothing.
Yeah.
I will take it.
Yeah.
I will take it.
Hey, yeah.
And kudos to the judge, man. Kudos to the judge for being so detailed about why he was doing it. Kudos to the judge for putting it out there, man. But saying how disgusting these guys were to be not remorseful. Just, you know, I mean, at the scene, you know, the guy is on the ground dead. You turn your back on it. You just not showing any care or anything. You know, the one guy, yeah, he felt a little bad, and because he information
or
guy.
did he?
He's a follower.
Did he feel bad, or did he feel bad that he was in trouble?
Yeah.
Well, that's the open situation. Now that's an open question. That's an open question. That's an open question. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Are you really sorry? You're sorry because you got caught.
You got caught.
Which one is it? Because, you know, sometimes we're sorry because we got caught. Not because
you can tell when someone's sorry and someone's sorry they got caught.
Pretty much.
Listen, you know, remember, this is the same guy that thought that showing that video would have exonerated them. That's how.
His heart might have been in the right place, but guy, you're a dumb one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's a low information consumer.
Yes. That's exactly what he is. That is exactly what he is.
Alternative thinker. That's what these guys are.
Alternative thinker.
You know, this guy thought. Now, me watching that video, just the first couple of seconds, I was like, they gotta go to jail. I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking. I was just there I was recording.
But then he was doing stuff too, blocking.
Yeah, he was blocking him in.
Blocking him in.
You know, I had a back and forth with one of my friends because he was basically saying it's Ahmaud Arbery's fault. Ahmaud Arbery should have just basically surrendered himself to them. And I'm like,
so they can still shoot him. So they can still shoot him.
Out your mind, yo.
Come on, man.
He's going back and forth. And he was, bringing up old stuff that I said, you sound just like white people.
Who were they for him to surrender himself to?
I'm gonna tell you something.
Who were they for him to surrender?
Exactly. If you're not the police, I'm not surrendering to you if you're not the police. I'm telling you now.
It was because they only did it because he swung on dude. He been running for 5 friggin' minutes.
5 minutes.
Running at full pace for 5 minutes.
I remember when they were showing pictures of him in like a house that was having construction done. Like that was because he was in this house looking suspicious.
I was I was telling you, I walked right up in there with them white boys working. I guess they thought I owned the place. They was like, "How you doing, sir? How you doing?" I walked upstairs, came back down. I just want to see what's going on. I just want to see what's going on in there.
Half of them don't even know who's supposed to be there.
You got 4 different contracts. You should have saw me. I walked right in.
I hope you haven't done that lately.
Came back down.
I hope you haven't done that lately.
They say, "Hi, sir. How are you?" I'm fine.
It was this week.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
Just checking my property.
Oh my God!
Upstairs.
In fact, it was yesterday.
Checking to see how
when I say that picture, when I send you the picture, it was the day after I sent you the pictures of the house.
Yeah. It was the day. Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Maybe you're lucky because you're in Virginia or the location that you were. Or something.
Happy New Year!
You gotta be careful, man.
You gotta be careful. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, beautiful.
I love that picture.
Mama Lola in the building.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, Ahmaud is still gone. His mother and father family will never really get justice. But for our community, it kind of tell these
No, because somebody else will still do it. Some dummy out there will still go try it.
Red bad. I'm trying to say a name without sounding.
Bad apples.
That's too good for them. I'm trying to give them something, not good, but bad, but not too bad.
I don't know. Call them a malignant narcissist or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Because these fools took it up on their hand to go claiming that they were citizen arresting somebody.
Like, where do you think we are? Like, what's
I'm putting you in jail.
So think about how absurd this is, though. The fact that another human being that's not a law officer, not a police officer, would look at you walking down the street because you're not in your neighborhood necessarily, not doing anything but running, that is okay. They have the right to come and actually stop you, to even engage in a conversation with you. And because you wouldn't engage back with them, they would decide that they're going to run you down, and it's okay if they catch you, it's going to kill you. Imagine,
Like,
I mean,
if they
think about how
caught him,
absurd
what,
that
what were
sounds.
they
Think
gonna
about it.
what,
Think
what
about
were they
it.
gonna hog tie him? You know, like a deer.
He was still gonna get
Like,
shot.
like,
He
what were
wasn't
they
gonna
gonna
comply
do?
with them.
String
He
him
was
up.
still
That'll teach him a lesson. String him up.
gonna get shot. He was still gonna get. He was gonna get injured either way and end up dead
Right.
probably.
But as crazy as this story was, I'm not gonna lie, I still did not think justice would be served the way it was. I'm not gonna lie. Like I read when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I swear I saw it on like Instagram or something because I don't watch the news like that. But I saw it and I was like, let me go fact check this real quick. And I went and I was like, oh, wow.
But
I was really shocked.
Just to think that that these people are going to be behind bars forever.
Yeah. But they were getting away with it too.
And you know, just to think that they almost got away with it. Because
they were going to get away with it.
Yeah. Dumb homie released that. They was scotch free.
Well, their friend, the prosecutor, was like, "Oh, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here."
And the prosecutor told them they was good, but they dumb homie was like, you know what? I just need a little bit more evidence to let them know that we ain't guilty. Here we go, guys. See, I told you. Look what he was riding.
I'm gonna show him this video. Look, he was running from us with a gun. He was running from us. We had a gun. And he was running.
Y'all know on Scooby Doo at the end when they take off the mask. Oh yeah. Self.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Scooby Doo. I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kid, but it was you. Right? Wasn't a meddling kid.
He was the meddling one.
At least the son won't be able to spread his nasty seed along to anybody else in the world.
Right.
Actually, stop.
Well,
when
technically,
they do conjugal, they might, these ladies.
I was gonna say
they like prisoners.
There's a lot of women, lonely women out there who love prisoners. That's all they date.
Conjugal visits, getting married in jail. Oh, there'll be a seed. We just hope that seed don't grow up to be bad. Possibilities that it will be.
But I am glad I can honestly say justice.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
I can't even sit back and like talk trash on this. Like normally, like someone to get found guilty, but I'll talk trash about the sentence. And like this one, I am very, very. Nothing will bring him back. But they show, like, and I feel like if they did this with the police, you may have the same reaction. But showing this is showing other people that they don't have the right to, they're not entitled to just stop us on the street and question us and do all of that, like it showed them that,
guess what?
If they did this for maybe with
Rottenhouse did it after they already killed Ahmaud, and he went in Wisconsin and killed some people. So I mean, they're not necessarily going to stop. Some still think they can get away with it.
Is this a white piece of paper?
It's a very white piece of paper.
That's very white.
They don't think twice about it. We thinking positive in 2022.
Hopefully they think twice, T. Hopefully they think twice.
At least hopefully they'll think twice. Maybe.
I ain't gonna lie to myself. They don't care.
We hope it's a deterrent. Think
about how many other people that this happened to that we just ain't got light to. Remember, America is huge.
Oh yeah,
think about how many other people.
Cameras just came into play the last 10, 15, last 10, 12 years. Good to everybody has.
Look at even Emmett Till. Emmett Till was murdered by some white woman claiming that he whistled at her, grabbed her, blah blah blah, whatever, from behind the counter, and she and her husband and his brother, his half brother, murdered Emmett Till, and then later on they went in a newspaper, I guess for $3,000 or $2,000 a piece, admit in an interview that they killed him. They was just gonna scare him and beat him up, but he started mounting off to them, so they had to kill him. Mm-hmm. And then the Justice Department ain't did nothing.
No, they closed the case.
Is still alive.
They closed the case. Yep, that's crazy.
Sick.
I mean,
sick.
It's disgusting that somebody could just tell a lie on you and you get killed. I mean, that's the disgusting part about it. Loss of life. I mean,
I heard
we all just said life is short. You never know.
I heard Emmett Till cousin said that, and it broke my heart. Every time I watch this, every time around the time when it comes up around Emmett Till time, I always go on YouTube and pull up his cousin saying it. The guy that was in the room with him was
Mhm.
at the store with him, was in the room with him, pull him out. He was like, when the dudes came in and grabbed Emmett and was pulling him out, Emmett just looked at them. Like, he was like, the look is like, y'all gonna let him take me? And nobody, he's like, none of us said a word. And we knew what was gonna happen to him. And nobody said anything. And I know in that time, you know,
it's
because
just fear, man. Fear is powerful, man.
Yeah.
Fear is powerful.
It
But
sure is.
I don't care who you is, and I don't care how much laws y'all pass. We ain't going back to them days. At least I ain't.
Nah.
I think before that it'll be I don't want to say it on here, but it'll be something whole different.
It'll be a whole type of different.
You know, I must put
just
in.
Understand it's not gonna happen. Just understand it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it ain't
I'm telling y'all now. Understand it's not gonna happen.
I must put in a disclaimer. Even though I walked in the people's house, I had the blicky.
At least somebody would have got what they was looking for.
I had the blicky.
Somebody got what they were looking for. So yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But it's not gonna be the same like they think it would be. No.
But those dudes were cool. Not one of them. You know, no, that was all cool. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, sir? And you know, I guess they thought I owned the joint. So you know, they were very nice, very corporate, you know, whatever.
Well, the fact that they showed you the respect to think that you owned it rather than that you came to steal something or a criminal.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a big difference, right? Big difference.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely.
Every time you see a house being built, I want to see. I want to
see what's going on. I'm interested in that type of stuff.
I used to
give you ideas.
I used to do that too. I used to go in and look at like the kid, like, oh, that must be the kitchen or something over there. And I think even in when I was younger in Panama, we used to go to the buildings and look inside.
It's just like that. You know, I like to see new stuff being built. Fabian is right. I remember the daddy was an ex-cop or ex-private eye. So, you know, in that little...
Oh, yeah, he was a cop. He was a cop and then a private eye. Yeah, for them, yeah.
They thought they had it on smash. They thought that, hey,
locked and loaded.
Yeah, we get him out of here. He's done.
And look now you're in jail for life, and so is your son. I hope how did that work out for you? How'd that work out for you?
Stupid looking bastards.
The prosecutor, the one that wanted to throw it away, didn't they try to put some charges on her?
Yeah, she's getting charged.
Yeah.
But they showed you that they could teach racism, you know what I mean? So people could teach it because look, he taught his son, look, now they both in jail for it.
Yeah.
You know, if one of them had sense, then guess what? Maybe somebody could have stopped somebody, but they were, you know, the dad raised his son that way, and he followed him right into the jailhouse for life.
Like you got me in here.
120, 120, 100, life plus 120. Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. Cryo chamber and all that stuff's not gonna help you, buddy. There's not gonna be any of that. No reanimation, none of that stuff.
A lot of people say
not a sci-fi movie, guy.
A lot of people say they wish it was death penalty, but to me,
no.
That's the death penalty to me is too easy.
Death is too good. No, that's too good.
I need you to sit there and think about it.
I wanted at least one of them to get it. The father or the son.
One of them to get it.
One of them stay. One of them go.
Oh,
pressure. Pressure one. Precious one.
I want them to experience the suffering that the mom and dad is going through, and the rest of the family and the wife and the kids. I want them to experience that.
That's why I wanted them to go, so the next one to be there like, oh, they took my daddy. Oh, they took my son.
Since they all want to talk about the Bible, an eye for an eye. Yeah. That part.
That's how I feel. Definitely. Eye for an eye. New dance. Big up yourself.
Hi, Queen.
Yeah. Guys, talk about the Bible.
Hello.
That's what we're talking about.
These devils don't care nothing about the Bible. But
we're gonna go biblical on it. They talk about their Christians, all the time.
You know, they still got an all-white church in America. I was looking at that the other day. They still got an all-white church that black people, no other race can go but white people. And that's church.
God bless them. Hope they get a good word.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Hope they get into hell, me in heaven.
You know.
So Drake and this hot sauce in the condom thing. That's actually an old thing. That's actually an old thing. When I first came to Virginia, right? I remember the first dude I came to Virginia was cool. Dude, I didn't have a car yet. So when I came to Virginia, he picked I was on the base. Real cool dude, man. I should have kept in contact with him because that dude looked out for me a lot. Brought me everywhere, took me to the Jamaican spots, brought me around Jamaicans to meet Jamaicans because he was a dude from the South, but he was so intertwined with what was going on, baffled me and stuff. So So he took me to meet Jamaicans. He had Jamaican friends. Took me to Jamaican restaurant. Bought me food. It was just like he was the first regular dude that I saw doing stuff with with ease, having diamonds and stuff like that. With just a regular dude, ain't doing nothing illegal, just doing his thing. And I remember him telling me, "Hey, they gave you the speech already, right? When you went into command about how you should be careful with these girls here in in Virginia because they, they'll let you knock them up and put you on child support. They get all your money.
Get that military guy, get a allotment going.
Yep. He's like, so what you do is bring a scandal bag with you to their house, and when you come in the thing, you put it in the bag and take it with you, then throw it out the window while you on the street.
Why not just flush it or something? Why not just flush it? What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I said. Why not
Just flush it?
It backs up people's toilet.
Who cares? That ain't my problem when you go. Who cares?
How much? I just want to know how much you got to be getting it in for
Who
a
cares?
condom to back up your whole toilet.
Who cares? Back it up.
Remember that?
After
Remember
a
that
while,
the hole that stuff goes down in your toilet is about this big. So it might be big in the beginning of the bathroom, but when it gets to certain parts of the house, they're like this big.
Hey, they ain't gonna be able to use it anyway. Back it up. Who cares?
Contaminated. And when you gotta go snake it out, you're gonna see a whole bunch of bags coming out.
Hey, contaminated. Who cares? Contaminated. Back it up. Contaminated.
Hey,
Stuff. We don't want to see.
OG, I thought you was gonna be a better person this year, man.
I am being a better person. What I'm saying is, if you are not,
he did everything he said
if you don't want somebody to use your resources, if you don't want somebody to use your resources,
don't you remember the flashback?
He don't went back on everything. Hey, he don't went back on everything in 56 minutes.
I'll start over on Thursday. How about that?
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
On that day,
He needs a do-over. That's the worst day to do it on.
I'm just saying. I mean, I haven't gone back on anything yet because this is reasonable stuff. I'm saying if you don't want your resources to be misused, flush them.
But first of all,
He said it so calm.
Look, he got hot sauce in his bag. So
I'll take it. I'll flush it for you.
Could that be called malicious wounding or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand what the problem is, though.
Right.
What do you mean?
Like what her problem was with what he did.
Oh, I don't
be mad at that. That's that.
I'm still completely baffled. Like the only way you could be mad is if you were doing what he was trying to prevent is what you wanted to do. That's what it sounds like. A little spoiled brat. Like
the thing is, you can't trust these people. That's the proof right there that we need. Just like y'all saying, like, what are you complaining about? You should have seen this and be like,
yours.
Put a hot sauce right here, fool. I'll put it in there for but
you know what I mean, like.
I mean,
you want my berries is gonna be a little spicy.
I mean,
she wanted to use his
I'm just trying to figure out, like,
and put it in her. Then I will understand.
Is she saying because it was on her property or something? I'm completely confused. Like.
She probably tried it too and be like, "Whoa, it's hot in here."
That's probably what it is. That's what I think happened. I think she tried to do what he was trying to prevent, and she, something going on down there now, and that's what she's suing for. Because I just don't understand it.
My thing is,
she got wounded. That's all.
My thing is this: you're nasty too, because if you see it and there's a color in there, you still try to.
Now she boining. That's
that's not that's not natural color. Come on.
Like you went in there and saw that.
She said he eat a lot of strawberries.
RBC.
God, man, I hope it wasn't a Carolina Reaper.
Oh my God.
She said, "Oh look, he eat a lot of strawberries. It's red."
Yeah, it was some RBC. You didn't realize it.
Like that's what you get, because ain't no way you gonna see that and it looks whatever color it is. It was orange because
if it ain't the natural color, girl, you're wrong.
She probably never saw millionaire semen before, so she's like, "Wow."
It
Hey,
sparkles.
he got canary semen.
Like, and you
Like, this
really
is
went
vitamin
and went in
comfort.
and just
And
your
got
stuff should have just
blisters.
fell out. It should have just dropped out, boom, on the floor. Cause you're
I mean,
nasty.
I can see like her taking pictures or something and selling it to the blogs. I'm just
Exactly.
really
There you go.
baffled
go.
at like how is she suing him? Like,
Turkey baser.
Listen,
It would have
what
been
part-
different. You should have took a picture like, yo, I got this picture. I think he got something. He's spreading something. You know what I'm saying? But
she might not have paid her
No.
light bill.
But think about the game she was playing
no
though.
consumer, no information consumer.
Think about the game she was playing though. That she decided after they hit a little something, she was gonna go get a baster and she was gonna impregnate herself.
I think she did it, short man. That's what I'm saying. I think she did it and it messed her up down there, and that's why she's trying to sue now.
Yes,
because
but imagine
if
doing
she
that,
just
though.
found it in the trash can and saw it, like, how
What
could
would be
you?
the issue?
What would make
Why
someone
you-
be like,
why
"Oh,
you
I
in the
found this.
trash
I
can?
gotta sue him." You know
Why
what I
in the
mean?
trash can anyway
But
doing that?
if you went and you tried to shove a love up in the wood of a dove and got a little,
One of that.
What in there?
Is it safe to say that
she got hot
Drake,
sauce in her bag, literally.
is it safe to say that Drake burnt her?
He burnt her all right.
Yes, he did.
He burnt her all right. I mean, he was
That
earning
should be her headline. Then she would have been all right.
She probably went to the doctor like, I think he burnt me, and the doctor was like, honey, you got hot sauce and maggots and all kind of stuff in here.
Hi, Alicia.
She probably had first third degree burns or something on it.
That's
She said no case at all. Yeah,
No case, zero case.
That's some hot vagina.
That man, in good faith, left his hot sauce in your house. You try to use
She got a hot box. She got a hot box.
She was like that. Hot work. Give me hot work.
Look, she was playing that. What was that spice song? Cool it.
She was flashing her. She
needed some ice, boy. Running all around.
I saw a guy one time.
She got real hot pocket.
So white rum on a female while she was dancing, man, and that stuff got up in her vagina.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Man, you got white rum in your eyes.
If you put white rum in any hole,
That's gas.
it burns. It burns your throat. So it's gonna burn any hole.
And she was on fire.
Ooh, God.
Nasty, just nasty.
I mean, hey.
Stop trying to get a back. Like stop.
I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, man. Yeah, Felicia, big up yourself. Thanks for joining us. And you can also hit us up on YouTube. You can subscribe to your friends. We are here every Thursday, Tuesday night, Sundays. We're doing our thing, It's Anything Goes podcast. Hit like, share. People can join in the conversation. I don't see nothing wrong with what Drake did, and I don't think protecting your
protect yourself at all. Yeah.
I had a friend that told me this. Like seriously, I had a friend that told me this. He was like, "Man, there's no way that that girl could have got pregnant because he looked in the condom. The condom wasn't broke, but he put the condom in the trash. So he's like, there's no way that a girl." And I didn't believe him at first, But over the years, he keep repeating this. He's like, yo, there's no way that this could have happened unless she took it out and do it. And the more that he's saying this now, the more that I'm realizing that there's a big chance.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a new thing.
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing, but it's not new.
I've been doing that for years.
They're going on forever. That's why I thought that's why they taught him to flush it down the toilet.
After I said flush it, I'm telling you.
I was gonna say I thought that's why they taught him to flush it down the toilet because they were putting it in the trash can.
I will flush it.
They were like, we ain't got septic.
I won't flush it on mine.
Or if all else fail, put some lemon juice in there, I guess.
Yeah. Hey,
You don't want to use hot
Look,
sauce.
do my
all
whole
I'm gonna
bag
say
trick.
is
Play
people
with my
will do
homeboy though.
something strange to
Get
get
me
a
a
little
Walmart
bit
I'm
of
bag.
telling you,
change.
Yeah.
that weird
That's taking it a bit far.
Get my little Walmart bag.
Listen, there's women who that like really and truly, that's all they feel like they have to do in life
Well,
is
the
get
ones
pregnant by the right guy and they set for life.
they'll put a
Like,
hole in the prophylaxis. They'll put a hole
yes,
in
I know someone who did the hole in the
See?
propose before too. They knew look, this girl had it down. When I was in high school, this girl had it down to a science. She knew exactly where to poke the hole in the
in high school.
condom wrapper while it's still
Imagine that.
in the condom wrapper. You know
In
what I
high
mean?
school.
And that's in high school,
That's
so like I
crazy.
could just imagine the kind of stuff
Who
women
wanna
I bring
do.
my own.
Like,
high
So I
school?
bring my own.
That is insane. Yeah.
Who wanna
You,
get
you
pregnant
got to bring
in
your own
high
anyway.
She's like, I got one.
what? A lot of teen moms, girl. Don't you see MTV Teen Mom? They
Yeah.
getting rich to be a teen mom nowadays.
That's crazy.
It's a lot.
That's
It's a
That
lot
is
of people just
insane.
really think that's, gonna keep
I
a
was
man.
I was like, I can't go to the club. I can't have no baby. I'm going to the club. that was my thing.
You still got some of those ones alive right now. The I ain't trying to have no baby because I'm trying to party. You 80.
Wow.
No
That's
kids
not crazy.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the club.
Yo, so Razor, you wanted to be out. I wanted to hear your thoughts on the fresh and fit, but I guess you gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, man.
See you later.
These my boys here. First of the year, and Razor still leaving out, just like a black person. Just like a black person. So yeah, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And you gotta protect your kids. You gotta tell your kids to know what to do. Tell your daughters know how to not to let these dudes trick them. Tell your sons also not how to let these ladies trick them, because you don't want to be a 32-year-old grandma, a 29-year-old grandma, because it happens. I've seen it.
It does.
Yes, it does. Very much so.
My homeboy had his son when he was 14. His son had his son when he was 15. And now his son ready to have his son.
Wow.
Break the cycle.
It ain't gonna no disrespect. I love you, know that. But his daddy encourages this nonsense. Yeah.
I was gonna say you got some men out here who are who do that too. Like they fill their ego with how many kids they can have and don't even take care of them, just go spreading that
sucker stuff.
Special sauce everywhere.
Sucker stuff. Sucker stuff. I ain't down with that at all. I'm not a I think that it's selfish for you to have kids all over the place. Sometimes help situation, whatever happened, it happened. But it's hard for me. I find it so difficult with your kid living in the house to give them the attention that they need. So I can only imagine how
if you got
more of a parent I would be if my kid wasn't in the house.
And imagine over here, over there.
Yeah.
Different places. Wherever your hat lands, that's where you.
And giving money don't mean anything, these kids are surviving. These bums ain't giving no money anyway. So
be involved. I'd rather you be involved than give me money. Be involved.
Or like the people who like. I find it real difficult when you have a guy who's having like 2 to 3 kids at the same exact time, basically. You know what I mean? Like that right there is always baffled me, because you're bringing 2 to 3 lives in a situation with people who are already hurt and angry. So you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a good situation. You're not going to be able to devote enough time to both of these kids, because one of these women, whoever you choose to stay with, is gonna be hurt and be like, no, you can't see it. You know what I mean? Like,
bunch of drama for no reason.
Whole bunch of
Dre, you ain't lying. Woo.
You wasn't popping
Mm-mm.
at all.
And then they be lying.
Trying to get
Oh,
that
yeah.
coin to go to the clinic.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Tell you that nonsense. My mama want to talk to you. Talk to me for what?
And then they stick their stomach out. They try to stick
Yeah.
their stomach out like a little bump.
Why are you talking to her? Didn't I tell you I was pregnant?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, my mouth closed now since you're pregnant?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know.
Oh Lord. Terrible.
Fresh and fit. These dudes,
Scum of the
the way how they, it baffles me that the way how they address black women on the show as a joke, that I said it was joking, and there were a few black women there, and I don't know, man. With me, now I don't care who you date, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's utterly nonsense when you come out your mouth and tell me that you don't like, you won't date one set of person, especially when you come from that set of person. Now, I have family members who tell me I only date white women. You sound like I don't care that's who you choose to date, but when you tell me that you only do this, makes no sense to me.
Right. Because preference is one thing, but you're in your preference, you should not have to demean or degrade someone else.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, because you're
like,
saying
I completely get them even saying, you can even say I only date white women, because I'll say it quick, I only date me a nice chocolate man, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like, because light-skinned guys are soft, light-skinned guys are bonquisha, light-skinned guys look like monkeys, or like, that's the part that really, really got under my skin with those guys. Was that, like, and he tried to justify it as a preference, you know what I mean? Which I get, but again,
I have a preference, but the why to your preference is not my business, especially if it's degrading a whole group of people. Like, for
like,
what?
like, you calling them bonquishas, like, he was referencing like dark skinned girls are ghetto, and you know what I mean? Because he was like, they said they'll take them light, you know what I mean? But
and that's
definitely not no darkies.
Like, they can't get no. I mean,
what they said was a lie. They're clearing up their stuff. They don't like black women. I watch,
I mean, light or dark doesn't matter. They're black.
Yeah.
They
don't. No, he said they'd have to be really, really light, and then that's still.
And that is so-called not whatever they want to call it, disparaging name.
But that's cool. I mean, like, honestly, that's cool. Most of those guys who don't want to date black women, honestly, us black women don't want to date those kind of guys anyway.
Right.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Because
they're
not strong enough in their own integrity as a race for us black women. So we don't want them anyway. But what we will not do is we will not allow y'all little insecure men to knock us because of how you feel about yourself. You're projecting how you feel about yourself on us as women. You know what I mean? And that ain't nothing but self-hate. So no, I can't go for that. I don't mind. I don't get mad when I see a black guy walking around with a white girl. I don't care. Have him. You know what I mean? Like that's your preference. That's cool. You know what I mean? Hey, do it, baby. But no, you're not gonna walk past me with your white girl and be like, see, that's why I want you, baby. Like, no.
Yeah. And then also the girl that was there, who they said it to, and they were like, oh, but you're different. You're not that. And she's like, oh.
They sound just like
I know them. I know them.
I would have.
She hate herself being dark skinned.
First of all,
that's why I said that, because she's already told them like being like
that's just like when you tell somebody, oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl.
Fresh is fresh.
Hey, that came in right on time. She said that, and Sharice said fresh.
You are.
He a Caribbean dude. That's what pissed me off.
Yo, your mother is a bitch, John. okay, from Barbados, like an
still self
and
hate,
for you to
brainwash.
talk about black women like that, and you're black, you not like, okay, you do, maybe he
got
hates
turned
his
down.
skin, maybe
He got turned down one too many dances at a fete.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? People, he
because
tried to see for wine, and someone
they
said
was like,
no.
oh no, you too dark, I can't date. So that's why he has
He ain't
that
had no
in
rhythm.
his head, and that's why he have that in his head. But
He had no
both of
rhythm.
y'all
Mama
should be
beating him.
ashamed of.
I
Yo,
hope so.
I just wish and pray that y'all get a girl.
Man,
And she destroy your life from the inside out.
I would have never heard the end of that if they had heard. Ooh, boy, I can only imagine the calls from the aunties and the mamas and the sisters.
And then they said, "Oh, we don't ride on the dark side. We don't."
Yeah,
they were mad disrespectful.
it wasn't just like, ooh, I love me a nice Caucasian woman. You know what I mean? If you would have said that,
who you want
power to you loving you a nice Caucasian woman. But it was like, you know what I mean? Oh no, we don't go on the dark side. Bonquisha and Sharmisha and like
they have attitudes.
It was like, what? No, we don't do that.
Like, do you
and then the girls sitting around the table like,
mother, you insulting your mother. Your mother is black. You're insulting your own mother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin. You're talking about them. You're not just talking about, you're talking about your family that is black.
You can't
and
say.
Apparently they gave them a bad example or something.
Not the black women.
Like they had to scar him.
No, that's not how it works. No.
Dude's weird, man.
Yeah.
You know, I realized that those dudes don't have too much respect for women in general. So they just they say whatever they say, you know, and you do realize that when guys have a little bit of cash to spend, it kind of puts you in a different league when it comes to women. And maybe the women that they attract, that they think are so fond of them, don't realize that, you know,
only for their money. They don't like them.
They're trying to get that hot sauce.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She's trying to drive that McLaren and all that stuff that they be showing off that they got. What you think? Like, yeah,
that's
well, they do have that's they do have short money because you know they probably have short coming. You know.
Yeah. So
ladies, if y'all know what I'm saying, ladies.
I'm telling you, man, that those are guys who got rejected by girls, and that's normally what builds up that, you know, they're not able to look at them. Like if you look at both of them, you know they were the geek squad in high school. Ain't nobody wanted to talk to them. You know what I mean? But they find, they find them.
And now you get a little platform. You got a few followers, and instead of using it and enjoying it and having fun with it, you have to disparage my black women. I'm not going for that, guys. No, not going for that, buddy. No, you guys are trash. You guys are trash. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's one thing. Preference. Everybody has preference.
Everybody does.
Everybody has preference. We like chocolate. We want, we want to have,
look at her.
Ooh, look at her. Beauty.
Chocolate.
Yeah. BDB buckshot.
BDB.
I've always preferred BDB buckshots over Gina Big Head.
Over Gina.
So everybody have preference. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you go ahead and disparage somebody else, when you deliberately saying you wouldn't consider, you wouldn't have that wouldn't be an option for you. That's what you're saying. You're saying there's no way on God's green earth that somebody from your own race
is good enough for you.
Is good enough for you, or you would even consider them, as a mate. That's disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Your parents, whoever, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, I don't know who damaged you, but you need therapy.
Yeah, somebody
you need therapy, and you need therapy.
Somebody tickled them when they were younger.
Yeah, somebody did something to them. They need therapy though. Seriously, they don't know it.
Because it's not that they have a preference. They have actual hatred. The way that they said it, you know what I mean? You can tell like they had some, you know what I mean? Somebody hurt
animosity build up.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they were raised in a family of strong women who, you know, gave it to them and they were like the only boys in the house, you know, I don't know, but they like really, you know,
Whatever
they
happened
really
with, you know,
mad. They like
they
really,
therapy.
really and truly have some hatred. It's not a preference, you know, and that's how they want to act, you know, and
That's
that's how they
beyond
want to
preference.
justify.
They're trying to backpedal now.
That's
They're
beyond
trying, yeah,
preference.
they're trying to justify it, but
Whoa,
no, that's not.
You can't justify.
They're like women
you
have
can't justify it.
preferences all the time. Yes, we do.
They
We
don't want a
definitely
short guy.
have
They
preferences,
don't want a fat guy.
but
They
we
don't want a
don't.
tall guy. They don't want a
We
skinny
don't
guy.
have
Come
to
on.
knock
broke guy.
somebody else.
Everybody,
We
some of them
don't. We don't
guy.
knock it. We just,
Exactly.
you know.
You know, yes, women
Mm-mm.
have our person. We have some of us like them tall,
Yeah.
built,
Somebody want a bald head, you know.
Somebody want a bald head. You know, they want
Come
a
on.
chocolate. They want a.
Mhm.
That's fine, but I'm not
They
going
want
to
a guy with a white
degrade
beard.
my black brothers because I want a certain. You know, I'm not going to degrade
Right.
my other black brothers. No.
Yeah.
And that's
crazy,
what
man.
they did.
That's
You can
crazy.
like white Chinese.
They went in. I don't care. They went in.
I only
Yeah,
watch
It wasn't even like the typical, you know, oh no, we don't go on the dark side because, you know, they're loud and ratchet. No, they went in joking the names. They sounded like some Caucasian people up there, you know what I mean, knocking us. Like it was really sad to even see that. And then they had the whole round table with girls sitting around there like, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, we know how you guys are. Like, no, that's not cool.
That's what I'm
and the
saying.
platform that y'all had, a platform.
As
We
a
talk about
woman.
canceling people, like what they wanted to do because, you know, of what the baby said. You know what I mean? And then you got guys like
The great Dave Chappelle said.
Dave Chappelle. You know, like
John
come on
B.
now. This is the stuff that we have going on right here internally. You know what I mean?
It's a shame that
Adds
fight.
fuel. These are the type
them.
of guys who give them the fuel for them to say what they say about us. You know what I mean? And you are our black men. You are the ones who's supposed to stand up for us even more than anybody. You know, but you can have your preference, and like a Caucasian, just don't be knocking us in the process. You know what I mean?
We
Like,
have to fight them, and then we have to fight them. Like,
are darker skinned women, but that don't mean that I don't like women that are light skinned or women that, you know, it doesn't. I like women in general. So
Right.
my option to women is not closed by the color of their skin or by the race of them. I would prefer to be with somebody that I think have as much in common with me as me. So that'll be somebody that looks like me. But if not, I'm not close to saying I'll be open to dating somebody. But you know, everybody have their preference. It's simple. And even if you don't like black women, you could have kept that to yourself, homeboy. Ain't nobody
You don't have to disparage anybody though. It's one thing. It's one thing
That's
that's your preference. You don't have to disparage anybody though. Seriously.
I mean,
It's
we
okay
could
to
tell
not like
that,
something.
we could tell
Or
that
not
all
want
you like
something.
was white women. If you was playing soccer, they would have blown the whistle and gave you a white card. They wasn't gonna give you no red or yellow. But we could tell. I watch your Facebook page, so you know I watch your social media page. I've never seen a sister up there unless you're doing.
and
business.
again, we the sisters don't want y'all.
Exactly. They checked out on y'all anyway.
We checked out on y'all, you know what I mean? But that's what they're gonna say. You know, they're gonna spin it and turn it to, you know, black women are just mad because you know white women are dating black men, and it's not that. We don't care about that. We just don't feel like you have to disrespect us to justify your preference. If that's who you like, that's who you like. Like, I don't. If I say I like a black man, I don't have to explain to anybody why I want a black man. That's what I want. Right? You know what I mean?
They kept that to itself, like I was saying.
You know, somebody else.
Too much information, bro. You like
white. The way that they sounded like too. Like if I didn't see their faces and I just heard that conversation, I would think they were two Caucasian men. You know what I mean? Just disrespecting. You know, like it was. Yeah. It was really sad.
I heard it's funny.
Like, I hope they don't have any black daughters.
I heard like 3 different people said this the other day. Nah, the other idiot said he don't even like kids.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
That. Oh my.
For real, because you know, gosh, they're
make black kids' life. We would
make them little black girls grow up hating themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
no matter what he think, they're gonna come.
Because I don't care how much how much is going on? If you put your chocolate in some cream, it's still gonna be chocolate milk.
Chocolate.
It may be a little lighter. Still gonna be chocolate.
It might be.
Still gonna be chocolate.
But them features, they
Them
gonna
Negro
pop
features
out.
don't. Them Negro features don't hide, my boy.
No, they don't, my boy. They come
Botox
out.
ain't gotta go there. They won't need no Botox. It'll be natural.
We don't need no bow tie. We natural.
Natural.
So I heard 3 brothers said this this week, and it's Tuesday, so the week ain't even fast. But when I heard the first brother said it, I was like, man, I think that's not true at first. And I heard the second brother said it. I actually heard him say it on the radio yesterday. Was Charlemagne said that we don't protect black women enough. And I heard my homeboy said it this morning. It's not even a conversation about this. It's a conversation in general. He was in the store and he saw, one of them people disrespecting a black lady, and he like 6'7", and he always with the shits. So he's
we got
triggered him. He was over there on him like white on rice, and he was like, "Yo, my first intention was to mind my business and go to work." And he was like, thought in my head was like, man, it's a black lady. I can't just walk away from
no, we can't. We gotta stop looking away, man.
And
when we want to mind our business, but we gotta stop looking away though.
When he said that to me, it became clear to me that I'm in full agreement that we don't protect black women enough.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
Agree.
We gotta do better, seriously.
And that's what hurts black women a lot. Like that's why it's not that they're upset that black men date white women, you know what I mean? But it's like when black men tend to get up to a certain statue, to a certain, pedestal, that's when their options change. They don't want us, you know what I mean? And it's like y'all are supposed to be the ones, you know what I mean? Like if y'all are showing the world that you don't even want your own women, that's crazy. What I mean? Why would anybody want us? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what people don't
with respect. Why the world treat black people with respect? If we're not respecting y'all, that's crazy.
It's a lot of women that feel that way. Thank God.
That's why I like social media so much.
I have never felt that. So thank God I have never felt that, because even when I'm married now, when I was single, I always at least, I had my friends that I can, if something was to happen, I can be like, hey, this happened to me. Or if I'm anywhere, I can I know they in their world, but they still kind of eye on me. You know what I'm saying? So but there's women really that feel
a lot.
Yes, a lot of black women feel that they're not protected at all. And it's
as a whole in this world.
Fresh in them, they showing why they mad. Because of that reason. Prime example.
I was watching this show the other day, right? And the young girl had a women's retreat that she did, but she only wanted women of color. You know what I mean? Like it was she said, I wanted a space where women of color, could be surrounded by only women of color, you know what I mean? And they got mad. They got mad at her about it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you should do this for all women. You know what I mean? And it's like, hold on that. Like,
why can we have why
she can't? You know what I mean? Like, why does everything have? It just really like rang in my head again. That Black Lives Matter. Well, all lives matter. No, like people do need that individual space, you know what I mean? Like we are different, you know what I mean? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with embracing this one particular group? You know what I mean? It's not taking away whether she got an ad or you know what I mean? Like, but that's how it is.
That's how. Lola, read some reading. Lola, let's hit some of these real quick.
What pissed me off was the fact.
Bleep the.
I already know. What pissed me off was the fact that the A man had so much to say, but can't relate to being black, making jokes about black women.
The funny thing is that he's actually a black Arab, but think that he should throw that to the side and just say he's an Arab.
But it's crazy because they will look at his partner in some of the places where they at
and don't
they
like him.
will look at
Yeah.
him and not be like, "Oh, you
Mhm.
can't marry my daughter. You can't marry my."
Mm.
No. They will
And
not
they
accept you, and your skin automatically will. They will be like, "Oh no."
Mm-hmm.
You
mhm.
don't got a clue.
I was gonna say
They
they have that same even in oh, I was gonna
Yes,
say
I
Go
hope
ahead.
you get a
even
girly.
in those Arabic countries, you know what I mean? They have that same issue, you know what I mean? Because us black people are everywhere, every part of
Everywhere.
this world, we're there, but they have that same exact issue. The darker ones are treated one way, and the fairer
Mm-hmm.
skinned ones are treated another way. You know what I mean? So he probably even had that. That's probably why it's a colorism thing. You know what I mean? That he was probably taught too. No matter what, where you come from, like that is the issue, and it's sad because they really do think that dark is a bad thing, but he's got a dark skinned partner right across from him every day. And
Mhm.
like,
He
he
totally
don't have light skinned parents.
yeah. He totally dismissed the fact that he's a black Arab. I
Yeah.
watched one of the. I wish I could remember which show it was so I could go get a snippet of it to show it to y'all. But he totally admit the fact like I don't consider myself as a black Arab. I'm an Arab.
Mm. But when the
Oh, I
police stop you, they're
Mm.
gonna see a black man. They're not gonna see Arab. They're gonna see a black
So
man.
these dudes. Lola, your turn again.
Panamanian spoken words will come to pass.
Yes, I hope so.
There you go again.
He love gang can't handle black sugar walls.
That's right, Mama.
But got the nerve to have black women in the background on the podcast.
Facts, and they all should be ashamed.
They sound like some clowns y'all talking about. They are.
They are.
Absolutely.
They are.
They got joked by some fine black women.
No self respect, man. The black chicks on there, they should walk away. Why are they even up there
Right.
listen to that? Like seriously.
Like they got some issues. Like they got some
Yeah.
issues too. Like they got
Bunch
some.
of-
They
bunch of
were
self-hate.
sitting there.
Bunch of
They
self-hate
were
going
sitting
on.
there like justifying it along with like vouching for them.
Yes.
Like,
Like
I don't care what you guys say. Like, no, they're not racist. This
Oh,
is just
shut
their
up.
preference, okay?
Shut up
This is
already.
their preference,
It's kind of
And
like
the dark skinned girl who was there, she probably has the same preference when it comes to men. She won't date a
Exactly.
black man because the way she was talking is probably the same exact way. So she understood. She could relate to them. You know what I
So
mean?
guess
And
what, guys?
probably
They're
fist
on
bump.
the show together, and they're probably cool, but they wouldn't consider each other. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Think
They
how
probably
dumb that
fist-
sounds.
they
Think
probably
how
fist
dumb
bump.
that sounds.
I feel you.
I mean, imagine,
Mhm.
right? Two people.
Crazy.
Oh, I hate you.
Mhm.
You hate me. We can hang out together though. Y'all say, come on,
Exactly.
man. That makes
Crazy.
no
The
sense
black
at all.
and the berry.
Nah, they both hate themselves. Like they were like, I hate
Pretty
me.
much.
And they were like, well, I hate me too. Well, let's
Pretty
get
much.
together and show that
Hate on
everyone
them.
else is there. You know what I mean? That's
So-
kind of how it goes.
Pretty much.
Moral of the story is he was an ass wipe, so whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Self-hate is a horrible thing because you project it on others.
Very much so, man. I don't know when you have your own kind just destroying you. I mean, who needs help? We don't need anybody else to help us.
Don't need anybody
Right.
else.
Y'all doing the work for them.
Exactly. Exactly.
With these new variants,
Mm.
seems like the world is never gonna be
Normal again?
normal again. I've seen a couple of doctors on the news are saying that they don't want to say that yet. That it it's never gonna go away. Because
I mean, they're already kind of hinting toward saying it's just going to be around. It's going to be like we got to live with it.
It'll be around
Trying to get it
forever,
down
just
to a
like the
low
flu.
lure.
what they
It's gonna be
saying
just
though,
like the flu.
this one is so contagious that, and we'll talk about this off air because this is kind of like what common sense thinking. Just remind me to tell y'all what I was trying to say. But what they're saying is 80% of Europe would contract the virus within 8 weeks. So, and they're saying that they have other strains out there now, and they also, I don't know how true this is because I've been trying to find like actual word of it, but I haven't seen anything from the World Health Organization or from the CDC. I saw people was posting up that they found a mixture of the Omicron and the Delta together.
And the Delta, yeah, I saw that too.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
But I only saw,
I
like you, I saw the IG news.
I saw the negative.
Yeah, no.
The IG news.
I need a peer review study. I need a peer review study.
I need actual facts.
Exactly. I need real facts. Not alternative.
I think someone just trying to create a new meme. You know?
Pretty much.
So I've been seeing that move around a lot on social media. I looked it up. I didn't see it on the CDC website. I didn't see it on the World Health Organization website. So I don't know what.
Don't leave us, Felicia. Stay around, girl.
Said, you know how people are saying like we're in the middle of a pandemic, and they were like, "What if we're still just at the beginning?"
For real,
it feels like it.
It does
because.
Because for a minute I thought it was okay. They got the easing up a little bit, but it just boom came right back. 2020 so saying, hey, Omari is back.
Think about
because they got the vaccines out and they just really acted like, you know what I mean, like they didn't need any more precautions anymore, and that was just crazy. You know what I mean?
Government.
Because like you have to realize, like if you really go back and you look back in 2020, like the number of flu cases were almost obsolete, and that was because everyone was being cautious. They were doing what they don't normally do. They were wearing masks. They weren't touching everything. They won't, they were sanitizing up, like people were real safe. And then, it was like, okay, they gave the vaccine and people went out and was licking walls and stuff like, I got the vaccine though, like people just completely acted like it was gone. And
very special kids, very special.
They're mental because they've been staying in the house so long. They lost.
Yeah, like they really, and it was just like once they gave people who got the vaccine the right, you know what I mean? But then they said other people didn't have to prove it. It was like, come on now, you really think people are gonna be like, I'm gonna listen to the law and wear my mask because I'm not vaccinated, but can't nobody prove it? Like it was so stupid. It was like the dumbest thing.
The CDC one of the CDC personnel, I heard they asked him on the news, are we okay with the honor system? Do we think that the people in the United States of America can actually do the right thing?
No.
I thought you saw this thing. I thought he was gonna say, yeah. He was like, absolutely not.
Exactly. Like, come on. Honestly, and then not even just that, like right now, like there are so many people who got the fake vaccination cards and went back to work, and you know what I mean? Like there was no way you were really gonna, you know what I mean?
I know people that got the virus and went out like.
Yes, they were sick and was still like
going everywhere, breathing on people.
Then they came out,
but the way they did it was just kind of they didn't control it. They didn't even control that some people carried the virus longer than others.
Exactly.
Longer than others, but you told everyone, like my son went and got his test. They were like, oh, he's only got to be quarantined until 5 days. 10 days from they said back then 10 days from his first symptom.
Now it's 5.
That's how it was back then. And I was like
14 to 10 to 5. So, everybody
go ahead and go where y'all
gotta go. Man, it sounds like the cha-cha slide to me.
Science change when you figure out science, evidence change. But what I'm saying is, just like she just said, everybody carried the disease at different rates. I know people that's been testing. I know one lady that's been testing for the last 30 days. She's been testing positive.
Yep, I had a friend.
I know someone who
3 weeks positive.
Yeah,
I know someone who was 3 months. For 3 months, they were positive. For 3 months, they were positive. But you want to know what? They kept telling them, "Oh no, sometimes it just stays in your system. You don't have to be quarantined." Yeah. What? How you still popping positive and you don't have to be quarantined?
Hey.
They gave up. They said,
you know when I realized they don't care about us?
When you wake up,
you could have easily said, we ain't opening back the club for the next few months. And
right.
They said, you know what? You N-words want to go to the clubs? Let it be known. Clubs are open. You want wings and beer? Go have wings and beer.
Everything. Like they everything was
when it comes
open.
to this country, man.
Yeah,
Money.
And that's why they won't shut down now. That's why they're like, oh no, we're not gonna do another shutdown. Numbers are higher than they've ever been. And they like, oh no.
Losses. That's all acceptable losses.
No, they are not gonna shut down because they are not about to stimulate nobody after everybody took all them PPP loans out. Now we can't get no more stimuli.
Exactly.
They're like, oh no, if we shut down again, we got to open up the unemployment. We got to open up.
He gonna be worse than Giuliani. He locking N-words up, and he said, "Now New York open. They got a little bit of restrictions here and there, but they open." Yeah, this fool said. Hey, they asked him. I said, "Hey, are you gonna close New York down with all these infections?" He said, "Close. We're gonna open up."
Yes. Did you hear about what the DA said in New York?
About what?
The DA, I was reading it earlier today. The DA said he is not prosecuting any crimes for marijuana, prostitution, petty crime. Like he's not even prosecuting them. Like they come across, he's like, let them go.
He said, give him a ticket. Give him a ticket.
With the mayor.
Yeah, he said, give him a ticket.
The mayor said
New York about to be all the way open.
The mayor said, I ain't gonna do that. But I tell you what, any crime or gang violence, he said he locking the whole gang down. Everybody in the gang going to jail. That fool, he was on the news. He said if a shooting happens and I hear a gang name in it, we taking the whole gang down.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Now all y'all go sit y'all down together.
Everybody now go be a gang in jail.
Boy, ain't playing.
Even Virginia, the man talking about he gonna lift the mask mandate.
Oh yeah, we already knew that was gonna happen. When you put these dudes, and
people still wearing masks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry because I don't see it. You know what I mean?
You don't see it.
I ain't seen nobody mask mandating. It's been a minute.
In the grocery stores and like when I go to the grocery store, most of everybody have on. Like I have on.
And I'm gonna say when I go to Hampton side, Hampton does, and they don't play. They be at the door like go back outside and put your mask on. But in the beach, I ain't seen it nowhere.
Beach in Chesapeake.
Oh,
okay, that's right. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? They ain't playing that. I ain't seen masks nowhere, man. You wear a mask somewhere, people look at you like
they look at you funny.
They're like, are you sick?
Yeah, y'all can look at me if y'all crazy if you want to. I'm wearing mine.
I double my mask.
They be like, you going there with a mask on? They be looking.
You going there with a mask on? They be like, they walk away from you. Like, I don't want to go close to that person.
I went to my primary care and the nurses in there, they laughing. So I didn't even realize I was the butt of the joke. So when I got to the counter and started talking to her, she's like, you know why we're laughing? I'm like, nah, fill me in. She's like, we're laughing at you. Because she was like, when you walked in, everybody, you notice that nobody had a mask on but you. Everybody
because there's some dummies, that's why. Yeah.
All of them have masks on in the back and me, and everybody just looking at me like, what's with this fool?
So they have masks on the back,
now they looking at you with a mask on like you were sick. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you come in with a mask on. Yeah, you ain't had a mask on, people wanted to jump you. Now they looking at you like, right?
My dentist wear a mask. I go in, do my thing, take it off, put it back on,
Sam's
roll
Club,
out.
and all of us had on a mask. The lady at the door looking at like we aliens.
That's crazy though.
That's Florida.
Hey, I don't even worry about them. Let's do my thing. You do you, I'm gonna do me. You do you, I'm gonna do me.
Lola, hit some of these real quick, Lola.
These are some good topics. I can't leave. Yes, stay with us.
Stay with us.
Bring some friends, Felicia. Bring some friends so we can all be friends. Bring some.
I know people that went out
tell our friends. Then we tell your friends, and we tell our friends.
We can all be friends.
Yeah.
I know people that went out too with COVID, and it's sad because people didn't care about spreading it. That's the problem. Like they be sick, but they can't miss whatever. What is that? 2 years over there. They couldn't miss that.
You know?
I mean, we about to be at 1 million. I'm telling you, I'm waiting another week and a half. We'll probably hit 1 million cases a day.
Yo, we are what?
Mm-mm.
No, we talk
We're
about
at
Virginia.
750 today. 750 today.
Yeah.
750K. Think about the hospitalization, 145K. Highest ever. That's crazy.
I don't even know what to say, man.
Not much you can say to the smart people.
I've been, I'm COVID out. To be honest with you, but it never crossed my mind. Like I was talking to a dude the other day. He's like,
home still.
I don't see you back in the club. I see everybody else back in the club. I said, "Cause we in a pandemic." He's like, "But everybody else back in the club." I said, "Cause we in a pandemic."
I mean, but what everybody else got to do?
What does everybody else got to do with like
you?
with
Like
you?
everybody do what they want to do.
Else.
So hear what he said to me now. Man, you just gotta live your life, bro. I am.
Yeah, I'm living it. Just not like you.
Yeah,
I'm living it how I see fit. You know what I mean?
on my
Remember when
terms.
people used to do that? You know, that was pre-COVID though. You know what I mean? Pre-COVID people.
Do what
Hey,
you
man.
want. Do what's
Do
best
what you
for
want.
I always
Do
say
what's
that.
best for
What's
you.
best
Don't
for
go
you.
outside with no mask on because you see everybody with no mask on, and then
That's what people
you
do.
know what I mean.
People
Like,
don't want to be ridiculed for that. I don't care what you call me.
do
What you
what you
I don't
comfortable
care.
with. You know what I mean?
Hey, so read this first before I jump on that.
The dumbest logic ever.
Facts.
Sleepy Joe said nobody getting no more money. Go to work.
So did. They
more
said no more. They was like, these people robbed us blind.
Man, hey, you know what? You know what I didn't realize, man? And this is a once in a lifetime thing. You know that these fools was giving money to homeowners to pay for your home. And I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yes.
No idea.
People were writing, what's it, renters insurance? Renters assistance. People were writing like someone who could live with you, and you'd be like, oh, they pay me this much and they couldn't afford their rent. People were getting checks that way. People were getting money every which way from the government,
We're too honest, that's all.
If you own more than one house, you were entitled to a certain amount of money, but you only had a certain amount of time to get the money.
Gosh.
So
are you serious?
Think about it. This was the
person that was giving me the information the other day. He started telling me, and I immediately realized that cost my family about $90,000.
I don't know how much I cost mine then.
No, because you start adding it up over a period of time for
a little change.
Money that you could have got. Yeah, and then you start putting it together. It may rounding may not have got to 90, but you start thinking about it's been almost 2 years we've been doing this thing. It's been 2 years that I could have been getting help because it was back paying you from the start all the way up until
did the program close?
Because remember they couldn't. I think they literally just ended it.
Yeah, that's the first
December 31st.
I'm gonna go in there and ask for a special dispensation.
I didn't see him.
You gotta remember they wouldn't cut off your electricity, they wouldn't cut off your water, and they could not evict you. So people were not only were they getting this PPP money, people were walking around not paying no daggone bills too. Like.
My homeboy showed me something when it came to his light bill, right? So my homeboy had his light bill go up almost $4,000 because he ain't paid it none at all. He didn't pay nothing on it. He said, you know what Dominion did?
At the end of the year, paid it all off.
Send him a letter and told him that he ain't got no bill.
Wow.
I know. I ain't gonna lie.
Every month.
I ain't gonna lie. Mine at the end of the year was five and some change at the end of last year. And someone told me they paid everybody's bills off, and I didn't believe it. And I went and checked, and I had a zero balance.
Nobody
I had a zero balance. Anything that was past due at the end of the year, Dominion Power completely wiped it off.
This was my biggest blunder in life.
I'm a sucker.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. This dude showed me so many ways I could have made money off of every little thing that you can think of. It was legal and logical way for you to get money from the government to take care of stuff.
Listen, I tried to go on one of those the rental assistance websites because now at this point, right now here they're just giving the money away. They're trying to get rid of it so
Uh-huh.
it can be over. So like these people, they're paying all the back pay. Like I've had people who owe $15,000 back pay. They paying that off plus 3 months
In
more.
advance to get on their feet. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I'm like, oh, let me
What
go
am
ahead
I
and
doing?
look.
Yeah,
Let me go
everybody
ahead
was sitting
and
around talking about
doing?
PPP. Like people were giving money away like
listen. I tried to go
crazy,
on that
yo.
site. I got to the qualification part. They was like, log off. This ain't for you.
Yeah, see,
They booted you off.
That's the first thing I asked him, Lola. I said to him, I said, so can I get some now? He said, I'm afraid you can't.
Mm-mm. I think it's all over with.
I'm jealous.
They do have a program that the governor have just opened, but I don't think you'll be qualified for that program
They
because
was
you
like,
have to been showing evidence that you were already in need. Well, now I'm in need now.
well, like even
Mm-mm.
I'm in need of a hug.
people here, they don't even have to be. They didn't have to be affected by COVID or anything. They've been working the whole time and they getting this.
No,
They just
even,
wasn't paying
yes,
for that.
even
Yeah, because like a lot of people
paying
got
for
a
your
lot
home.
of money. What happened was a lot of people like raised a lot of money to help people with COVID. And what happens is if you raise this money and you don't actually spend it, then you get taxed for it. You know
Right.
what I mean? And at the end of the year, that's why everyone does stuff at the end of the year is because they got to do their tax write-offs before the year ends. So that's like
They just giving it away. I'm
people
like,
But
about
that's true
PPP. There was
because
so many people were getting away with stuff.
that was true
Yeah,
because
I think
I remember one time I was late on my rent and you know how they give you to like the 6th and I dropped it. I forgot and I dropped it off. But when they gave me the notice, it says at the bottom, like if you're suffering from COVID, they have assistance and all of these things. And I never pay. And I remember they told me that. Like, I said, "Well, I've been good. We've been paying. I'm good."
I'm gonna tell
They
you.
were. You gotta remember they were paying businesses to pay employees even though they were still closed. You know what I mean? Like they were trying to keep it. People got a lot of money.
Sharp man, you need to look at your statement from your home that your mortgage company sent you. So he told me to bring this with me, so I brought it with me, and I didn't. Because you do automatic allotments, I don't pay attention to what they send me in the mail because I don't care. I'm paying y'all. So at the bottom of it says in fine print, if you having any issues paying your bill, you don't have to pay, and they'll put it on the back burner of your loan. Man, you know how much.
I mean, I would have back up like,
Bro, you know how disgusted I am with myself, bro.
No, that's just you was just being. It's in the
well,
bag.
guess what? The case is up again.
You're paying for it. You don't.
The case is up again. So guess what? I'm gonna start reading
And
all the fine print.
man,
I was gonna say
more money.
that's why they
They don't have no choice after a while.
Because
I was gonna say I think it's about to go down again soon.
The hospital's
like
gonna be
people
overrun.
was
They
paying
got no
rent.
choice.
People was paying back rent. Like people was getting help with their rent. They owed, like Lola said, was getting paid 8,000, 9,000. I'm like, y'all was not paying no rent at all. Somebody was like,
they weren't. They couldn't get evicted. They couldn't get.
They paid their
couldn't.
moving costs 2 years ago, and they haven't paid anything since.
I ain't gonna lie. I was tempted, but I'm like, let me pay it while I got it because you know what I mean. Like that's what a lot of people didn't realize. Like you know, like when Dominion won't cutting off electricity, but once they got the green light, guess what? If you got a $5,000-6,000 bill, guess what? They're gonna come turn it off. You know. But luckily, Dominion didn't do that. Like. Each city had money that they were just giving away, and the way it was the same, just like them P loans. All you did was fill it out. They didn't ask for verification for nothing. You know what I mean? All you had to say was like people were saying stuff like, "I'm scared to go to work because of COVID," and they were like, "Okay, here's money for you."
Yeah, because a lot of people was getting out money for their 401k and not being penalized back then.
It was so much going on. Like
the government was giving you free money. Oh, it's just you didn't know. I did like this guy was actually showing me everything that I could have done. I said that because Ned was saying that he didn't qualify for stuff.
Yes,
Me
you
and a lot
did.
of people I know,
You
we
just didn't
thought
know
we
it.
didn't qualify for well, we didn't qualify for stuff we knew about, but there was
Mhm.
so much other stuff there that you didn't have to qualify for anything. All you had to do was fill it out, but you didn't know because it was
Exactly.
like
Yeah. Because
knowing.
you didn't feel like you were in need. You know what I mean? You felt like you had to be homeless or, like you just felt like, nah, because they normally don't, but they were giving money and everything away left and right.
Honestly, I didn't even
Left
consider any of
and
that, to
right.
be honest, because, like I said, I didn't think,
Yeah,
that
you were able to
they didn't
pay
even
it.
look at me. I didn't think they
Yeah,
even consider me.
you were able to pay
Mm-hmm.
it, so
Yeah,
you
I'm
wasn't
like,
thinking about that. But
I mean,
when
I'll
I
take
started,
extra 10 grand. I mean, I use extra 10, 20
I
grand.
spoke to my uncle. My uncle
I'll
was
take
like,
it.
bro. My
Hey,
uncle was like,
Like, think about it. They were
no
giving
idea.
food stamps away just because you had a kid in school, y'all.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
You were getting food stamps just because you had a kid in school. Like, you didn't even have to qualify. They just sent you a card and was like,
gave so
I'm
much
a
money
scary
away.
person. I always thought that, okay, if I do this, something
Yeah, I
might
don't play with
come.
the federal government.
Yeah, like something
Right.
might
I'll mess
come
with
back,
I'll mess with
and
Govy
I don't
Gov.
got
Yeah,
time for to
I
do
play
it.
with the state. I ain't playing with the federal government. I ain't got no love for the state.
They'll come kick your door down and take
Yeah,
you.
I got no love for the state, but the federal government will shut
mm-mm.
everything down.
Like they was telling me, like,
Yo,
Cherie, you should not, don't pay your rent, because I was like, but we were. They was like, they don't care about that.
them
Just
fools will
fill out
call
the
you with your
paper.
with your own.
I don't advocate that. If you have the money, you pay your stuff. Why you
Yeah,
sit around?
that's what
That
I was
don't
gonna
make any
say.
sense to me.
I
Some
did.
people,
That's too
some
much.
people was not
It wasn't
doing
like they won't.
No.
I ain't even gonna hold
Because
y'all.
they couldn't get evicted
I
is
ain't
what
even
it
gonna
was
hold y'all.
now.
I ain't
But
telling people, man,
if
get
I
that
could get
money.
away with not paying my rent,
I
I'm
got
gonna get
somebody
it.
that's about to move out at the end of this month, and
I
she
ain't even
just
gonna
got
hold y'all.
3
Get
months
that
worth
money,
of
people.
rent paid on her account. So when she move out, if she don't have no damage, she getting that money.
Mm,
So hit these real quick.
mm,
Hold
mm,
on.
mm.
Oh, I didn't qualify for nothing. Me either, girl. I wear mine everywhere. I had COVID 2 times and I'm vaccinated.
Whew,
Mm.
Yeah,
tough out there in
I
these
know
streets.
my cousin is the same. Yes, I get all the looks and I don't care.
Me
I know that's right.
Looking at you like you crazy.
exactly. Yep, I'm an
I'll
alien.
be crazy. I'll be an alien, whatever. Wearing mine.
Cherie, thank you, babe.
I'm glad she got over that. Jeez, 2 times. Woo.
Well, at my job, they gave the option of get vaccinated or they'll test you every 7 days. But at the end of the month, they take 800 off your check. So they didn't give you no
For
option. They
what?
made it sound like you had an option.
That's tricky.
What
Go
they take
ahead.
the 800 for?
Oh,
Hey,
Go
What
ahead.
the
hey,
hell,
hey,
how many shots
hey,
you gotta
800 go.
take?
Hey,
What is the 800 for
then I
though?
gotta get my then it's my booster.
Hey,
Let me know.
that's all them tests they
Let me tell you
keep
something.
taking.
I believe Big Pharma know exactly what they're doing.
They
Big
getting over
Pharma
it.
Y'all gotta watch
milking
this. Did y'all see
billions
on
off
Hulu?
of this
Oh,
pandemic.
Yeah, no
Dope
doubt.
Sick on
Billions.
Of course, billions.
Dope Sick. It's about
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
Uh, there we
It's
go.
a
Lola.
documentary.
Yeah,
Okay.
those
Mhm.
followers for you. See if you can still do it. Listen, I'm trying out here. That's what I did. I didn't pay the million a thing. I don't know what money they got, but they paid me down to 0. I know that's
I know
right.
that's right.
I'm the one that paid my Dominion bill
Yeah,
all
man,
year,
I'm
all
the
2
only
years.
dummy up here. We the only dummy up here
What
trying,
the heck?
trying to keep the
What?
lights on when we should
I
let them
pay
cut them off.
his when I get the bill. I be,
They won't
I be
cut
giving
them
it
off.
to.
Did
I be
did
like,
they
hey,
even lift
Papa.
it?
I be like, Papa, the bill,
I
the
don't
bill.
even know.
Did they
I know,
lift it?
I
Did
know
they
one
lift it
thing.
yet?
I ain't paying
They
nothing
can cut
next
off
month
your
just in
water
case.
or electric, or is it still?
I don't know, but I ain't paying nothing next month just in case. And when I get that bill in the mail, say, "Hey, we about to cut it off," I'll take care of everything right there and then because I pay online.
Just take a gamble.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I might get
I'm
lucky.
gonna let it back up for 2 months. Hold on, about 2 months. Hold on, see
You know
what
what I
happens.
mean? Let me see what happened.
I'm
Then
gonna
pay.
test it out.
Yeah,
Come
man.
out.
I like I said, I was scared of that.
Ain't no
because
way
I'm
I
like,
ain't gonna
they
get lucky out of this pandemic. I'm getting something out of this month.
You got
Boy.
something got to
I
give.
gotta get something.
I was always
Go ahead,
when
Lola.
I
Stay
was
home.
young, I was scared.
I was too scared to do it. Scared money don't make no
No
money.
money, but the federal
Y'all
government will lock
criminals
you
either.
up.
Y'all won't be no criminals either.
Federal government don't play with their money.
Hey,
The
crime is not for you guys.
federale.
Crime is not
The
for you all. Leave it alone.
federale.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read that, Loli.
I didn't qualify for nothing. Nothing at all. People didn't pay their rent all year. They used the rental assistance. My homegirl works at a leasing office, and she said the females were coming in the office wrapped in bandages, picking up their packages.
BBS in the building. BBS.
Central.
You get a BBL. You get a BBL. You get a BBL. Everybody was BBL.
This
Crab
ain't for me.
legs.
This ain't for me, but do your homegirls have any of those girls' numbers?
Hey, what's that song? Asking for a friend?
No, they didn't. Well, I don't know. They might have.
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for Razor. Razor want a BBL body.
Oh yeah,
He want to train. He want to train her.
You want to train her.
Looking
You want
for
a
one to
BBL
train.
body, yes.
Looking for one to
I
train.
didn't qualify for the food stamps either. Your child had to be on free lunch.
I think it depended on the city.
Yeah.
It's per city. In Virginia Beach, everybody got it. Everybody in Virginia Beach. And we about to get another. They just sent us a notification. We about to get another deposit on that junk.
I can't need to go to school in Chesapeake. Hey, I checked that card.
January 16th. They said we getting like I want to say it was like 500. We about
I
to
didn't get
get
a stimulus 1. I didn't get a stimulus 2. 0. Nothing. Somebody help.
Listen.
You gonna need to do a little bit of crime. Is what it sounds like.
I know what ain't gonna happen next time. But we know
they based it upon they based it upon how many kids you had, not even how much money you make. Because I ain't fill out nothing.
I don't
They
have.
just sent me a PEBT card, and I'll be swiping that. Look, my baby daddy be like, "You got any? Did they put any food stamps on that card?" We ain't never been so happy to have food stamps.
Listen, man.
We be in there like.
I be checking that card. I check that card every day. I don't know. Maybe I get lucky.
Me too. I didn't put out the they told me at work, like, girl, you gonna get some. I'm like, but my son pays, there's like no, I checked that card. I said, oh,
it did not matter.
Real quick before we go, did y'all hear about Nelly? That $100,000, and the girl supposedly gave him back the $100,000. He gave her $100 for giving back the money. He said it's capped, whatever. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I find 100,000. I find $1.
She found 100. She found 100,000, and he gave her $100 for the.
I don't even have to worry about him giving me nothing back because he ain't getting the money back if I find it.
Exactly.
You go.
See, so guys, the moral of the story is these guys with money are just too stingy. You find money, give it back to them, and they look at you, and they have more money. They look at you.
They too rich.
Give you that. Next time, keep it, people.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
The real moral of the story is when the Lord blesses thou, don't unbless yourself.
Take the blessing. Take the blessing.
Unbless yourself.
Take the blessing. I like that one.
Take the blessing.
Use that as a caption too. Let me write that down.
Yes.
Take the blessing.
Don't unbless yourself.
No.
With a good word. With a good word.
Just the blessing.
Let me receive it. Let me receive it. Receive it.
I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed.
$100,000 return.
We're keeping the money.
Can't imagine what time.
Keep the money.
I'm divorcing my wife. If she come home and tell me she found $100,000 and turn it back in, it's a wrap. Because I know you don't love us. You don't love us. You don't love us.
Matter of fact, don't even tell me. Keep it to yourself. Don't even tell me. I don't even want to know.
You did what?
Just disappear.
Because
that's what's gonna happen when you tell me that. You gonna disappear.
Divorce paper while you was dropping that off. Right. That's a wrap.
We ain't even got no divorce papers. You just gonna be missing.
You said
so I can
Dominion barely paid and you giving away money?
I'm gonna give some thousands some kind of way.
Lord blesses thou shalt not unbless it thou self.
Amen. I'll be on the phone like, Papa, stay on the phone with me because I'm nervous. I'm driving. I found this money. He was like, drive faster.
Hey, I'll be the calmest, collective, coolest. I'll be riding through the air.
I'll be walking around paranoid.
I wouldn't tell nobody,
Ain't
not
nobody
a
gonna know. So when
soul,
I get in the house, I pull up in that
not
garage,
a
start
soul.
dancing, do my money dance.
Hey, and
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you guys, if y'all find, don't even tell me about it.
Hey,
Don't even
I'm
tell me.
not
Keep it to
telling the
yourself.
soul because
Don't
I
even
ain't got no
I don't even want
time
to know.
for
Keep
someone
it to
trying to
yourself.
blackmail me, snitching me out for finding it for me to give them something. I ain't telling nobody at all.
I found $20.
Hey.
Well, actually, it fell out of somebody's pocket. But I live by the rule of the Lord blessed thou shalt not unbless
listen.
thyself.
Look, hey,
Did you watch it
Christopher
fall out of their
Columbus said he
pocket,
found
Sean?
America.
Huh? Yeah, I
Did you
watched
watch it fall out?
But the Lord, obviously, the Lord wanted me to see that 20.
You said the 20 were falling from the heavens.
Yeah, the Lord wanted me to see that.
Hey,
So,
I believe everything happens for a reason, and the reason was I needed this.
and the reason was I went straight to Wawa and put 20 in the tank.
Look, they were paying you
Everything
back because
happens
you
for a
ain't
reason.
filed those
Yeah,
COVID relief.
I had to get something.
Special reward.
I'll go home and I'll lay on the ground like Papa, do like they do in the videos. Throw the money at me. Throw the money. Throw the money at me. Just throw it at me.
Being there making it rain.
Make it rain on me.
Listen, man. Hey, ain't no way in hell, man.
Nope.
Listen.
Sorry. Nah.
There's no way I can find, I don't care how much money I find, unless you come to my house and say, hey, we got you on camera taking this money with you. I ain't got it.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me nothing. There was
It's-
only 5 of y'all there. She said she ain't have it. She said she ain't have it. Hold up. And I say I ain't got it. So
I ain't got it either.
Yeah.
Just speak
Conversation.
your language. No hablo inglés.
Yeah.
Easy.
I officially just start chat like a Jamaican to them again, yo. Listen. My money away. I joke.
Me never did that time. Me no wagwan.
Yeah, talk about hombre.
No sé. Yo no sé
Me never
nada.
did it.
What you mean, brother?
Me no hear that. What that? Anyway.
My yacht, step off from my door, you know? Over here, say with your foolishness. Yeah, man. Hey, I tell you, man. I don't know, man. People do the strangest things.
Yeah, I bet she won't do that again.
Hey, you know,
Piss me
I
off.
know if she was my girlfriend, I'm definitely breaking up with her because it's 2 things. She ain't got no sense, and she don't love us, and we can't. You know, we can deal with her not having no sense, but you not loving us. It's bad enough that you don't love me, but you don't love us together. It's a wrap. So
she gonna get blessed though.
Yeah, she gonna get blessed.
Though.
All right,
she gonna get blessed though.
Next man that she gonna be with because it's over. Don't bless her. It's a wrap.
Blessed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. What's good to be back tonight, man. We've been gone.
Definitely.
I miss you guys.
With the jump off.
My 2022 things going good so far. I'm keeping to it. I'm sticking to it. No dummies out there. I'm sticking to it. No dummies out there.
Now I feel like I got something going on for myself. You know what I mean? I got something to do with myself.
Hey, short man resorted back to being short man.
No dummies out there. No dummies out there. You guys are great.
He was on that hill. He was on that hill.
Hey,
I don't see a difference.
So Thursday, surprise.
Maybe I'll see a difference on Thursday.
Maybe on Thursday.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But
I'm gonna shock everybody on Thursday. I'm gonna shock everybody.
Don't forget
a good 20 minutes.
Don't forget to share with your friends. Big up to Neff. Neff is Sweet Pisces, if y'all don't know.
Okay.
Big up to Dre. Big up Kerry. Big up Fabian. Everybody. Also big up Felicia Outlaw. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully you join us more often and tell your friends,
Hey, this year, I want everybody to find their friends, make it a party, sit down, get some drinks, and chill with us.
Yeah, man.
Let's have some fun.
Have some great conversation. Yeah. Anything goes podcast, man.
It's nasty outside. I don't want to be outside anyway.
It's cold outside.
It's rough out there, you know. Boy,
unless you're in Orlando, I guess.
It ain't safe.
It ain't cold. Chill.
It ain't safe out there. So if you want to be safe, stay in the house and watch us on the podcast. So thanks for joining us again. Shout out to everybody. We'll be back Thursday. Enjoy tonight, man. It's good to be back.
Yes.
Good to enjoy.
Definitely.
Good to have great conversations, throw ideas off of each other. I tell you one thing. I don't care if it's $40. You ain't
Ain't nobody getting nothing.
Watch it fall out your pocket.
I used to want to give it back until I see this crazy stuff. People giving people $100 after that much money. That's the why.
Only way I'm giving your $40 back if you giving me an extra 60 on it. Other than that, that's my money. I'm be like people. That's our money, punk. Thanks for joining us, man. Meet us back here Thursday again. It's Anything Goes podcast. I'm here with Shee. I'm here with Short Mizzle. I'm here with Lola B. I'm here with T. Your boy Mr. Razor was here earlier. He out. Let's take a look at this chocolate cadaver. BDB Buckshot. I love you, girl.
Buckshot.
I can't believe these clowns thought they don't like black women. They must be out there.
Somebody fell and bumped their daggone head.
We don't like them.
Out.